Well, chat. What's going on? What's going on? We back at it. What is going on? Big up, Zombie Fan. What is up, Anthony? Rainbow, all in the house. That's right, we're doing a restream once again. Now, don't worry, chat. This ain't going to be a long one. This is going to be a bit of a short one because, but you know, your boy over here's got work tonight, so don't worry. It won't be a long one. We're going to cover this podcast up until he gets ready to play Pokemon. And after that, it might be one or two things I'm going to cover. Big up, Streambird. How you doing there? It's going to be like one or two things covered by at least, I want to say 5:30. I got to get out of here. But don't worry, chat. Don't worry, chat. We're going to get into this craziness that DSP's got sales for today. Let's see exactly what the Pig Roach has got us into today. And don't worry, chat. I got plenty of skip juice. Let's see. Skip to this part.
25. Today on the show, we will plan out what's going on and get caught up on the status of all the different playthroughs that I'm working on right now, because we actually have some big updates. And also, if you're not aware, the Golden Joystick Awards happened.
The Golden Joysticks Award happened. Okay, Phil.
So maybe we'll take a look at that. All right? It's a nice, relaxing day. There's nothing crazy going on. We're going to have fun Pokemon. We're going to finish Leave It Alone later tonight. Maybe a little bit of chill with Phil.
Rainbow,
and the podcast
I'm
is very
sure
much
he's going to be yelling
a nice,
at chat
relaxing
once again.
atmosphere.
I will not be surprised.
So just sit back and enjoy the ride on today's very autumn chill episode of the Level 1 podcast.
And we're going to skip that nonsense.
25.
There we go.
Time is a-flying. I mean, it's 1 week away from Black Friday. It's less than a week from American Thanksgiving. It's crazy.
Rainbow, I already know he means by Golden Joystick neither. I'm questioning that. We'll see what that is once we get into that.
Because it didn't feel like that, did it? And all of a sudden I turn around and I look at it. What day is it? Like, what the? Really, this month got away from me, to be honest. I feel like normally this is something that we would have been planned on working. We would have already known what's going on Thanksgiving.
Of course, here we go. Once again with that shit, Phil. We don't want to hear that nonsense. Like, goodness gracious, just get to your point.
What are we doing specifically on Black Friday? It all would have been laid out. And now, here we are, week away, not even, and we don't really know what's going down. So today we're going to talk. We're going to try to figure this out. I have some good ideas,
Phil,
I think, that would
he
make it pretty
not,
fun.
Ringo, not even close to being thankful.
I hope that you guys will throw me your ideas of what exactly it is that you would like to see.
Yeah, I got an idea, Phil. How about you fill an application to get a job? That'd be a great thing to help you out.
Coming up this week. You know, we already know what's happening earlier in the week. All the way through Wednesday. Basically, normal gameplay streams.
Yeah, I like that.
Special interview
I like that
on
rebuttal.
Monday.
I like that.
If you want to know the details about that, check out the featured video on this channel, DSP Gaming on YouTube, for your answer. Okay, but outside of all of that, what about the end of the week? It's very much going to be a weird week with 2 holidays at the end of it that we're going to be celebrating, okay?
2 holidays that are... Chat, to my knowledge, the only holiday would only be Thanksgiving. Black Friday is not an official holiday. It's just a name day that people do for cyber stuff and all this, cyber, buy stuff online, stuff like that. So I don't know where all of a sudden Black Friday is another holiday. Now, if you're talking about Christmas, then fine, but that's all in December.
So we'll talk about that a little bit. Also, I want to get you guys caught up because we have some playthroughs that have finally resumed, which is great, but they didn't do so well, and now I'm hoping that we can get momentum back for them.
Shut up for a sec, Phil. That's what I'm saying, holiday. The only holiday we know of is Thanksgiving. Black Friday is not a federal holiday. It's not even a national holiday. It's just a day where you get a discount for buying stuff online, to my knowledge.
And... of course,
Black Friday is just...
we want to talk about...
Exactly. That's all that is. It's not a holiday.
We'll do some Q&A. But there's also Golden Joystick stuff as well. This other independent kind of game award show that happens every year. It's internet-based. It's not big like the Game Awards that have a big show that's broadcast. But we can briefly take a look at those results as well. So, like I said, a chill day. This is not anything that's like a super crazy, oh my goodness, we have to cover 400 important topics kind of a day. It's more of a laid-back day, okay? All right, how's everyone doing this morning? Let's see who we got. We got Green Guardsman, Chris, Apollo, C. Smith Art. Like they probably have them because that's who Raid Shadow Legends. Good lord. I'm sure you must have.
There isn't going to skip that because I don't feel like hearing him naming the people that were already there. Like, I don't feel like hearing the names is already there, so that's why I skipped that part.
Invested a lot of time and money into that because that's probably the biggest, most advertised mobile game, right? Like they probably did that. If you're ranked 2 in Raid Shadow Legends, good lord.
Oh, Raid Shadow Legends. Never mind.
I'm sure you must
on for that. That's
right. Like they probably have the most sponsorships to try to get people to play it of any like mobile game. So there you go.
I'm not gonna go
Jade, good morning. Good to see you.
Official Game Awards, other than
Quinn, how's everyone doing?
That, Rainbow. I understand. I don't even
hope you're all doing well.
Awards.
All right. So today, let's talk about a few things to get caught up to end the week because I haven't done a podcast in several days now.
That's a lie, Phil. You did 2 yesterday. One your day stream, the other on your night stream.
To be honest, it works. When I'm not doing the podcast, we do like a half an hour hangout, and then I get basically an extra hour of gameplay in.
Phil, your half an hour is
particularly with certain games like the Pokemon playthrough. We're now around 40 hours into that. Are you aware of that? That's because several days when I'm playing it, I don't do a podcast. It allows me to get that extra time in, and it's really helped. Otherwise, we probably would have been way further behind in that playthrough, but it's working well, and I'm happy that we're putting that extra time in. So that we
I know. I got to get that like soundbite where it says,
you know what I mean?
Who is we? You speaking French?
So it definitely works. And then when I have a time like today on the podcast, instead of being like, well, I have one topic and then we just kill time, instead we have a bunch of stuff to catch up on. So it's working. I would definitely love your feedback on it. Do you like having the podcast, 3 times a week rather than the 6 I used to do?
How about you do a podcast once a week and the rest of the time just play games? That should be much easier for us as well as your fans.
Let me know your thoughts, all right? The thing is, if people have stuff to talk about, usually we talk for like 20, 30 minutes before any gameplay stream if I'm not doing a podcast. And
Phil, you talk a lot longer than 30, 45 minutes. The last one you did, you talked for nearly an hour and 20 minutes.
Gets that stuff out of the way anyway, all right? Okay, before we get to playing and stuff, let's talk about what's going on currently with all the games that I'm playing, get caught up, and let you know how things are going, okay? So first off, 2 games
how you doing there?
Return to the rotation this week, if you're not aware. First of all, Super Mario Galaxy 2 came back.
Oh, boy. You're about to destroy that game once again.
And with it returning, it was good to get a platformer throwback-style game into the rotation. It was pretty good. We had decent attendance. We hit the support goal for that day.
Correction. You had only 150 people, and you was begging hardcore once again.
I made good progress in the game. In fact, I think we hit World 6. And
maybe he's talking about that, Rainbow. Maybe he wants to bring back the Wii from Nintendo, because I know you ain't talking about us Wii.
People are saying World 6 is almost the final world. It looks like it is, but then there's a secret world after that.
And how would you know that when you tell your chat, don't tell you anything? Again, it just confirms that you look up guides.
But, of course, then you still have to go back and get all the secret stars and everything. So
thank you for proving my point, because the fact of it is you knew about the secret stars. Again, you looked up a guide, Phil. Great job.
We're doing pretty good. I'd say we're probably around 2/3 through the game of Mario Galaxy 2. And I like the game still. I'm happy that I brought it back and people showed up for it. So that's good. And that's going to remain in the rotation. But, again, I just want to urge everyone to understand that is very much the game that's kind of like the game to fill in between other stuff and break stuff up. It's a throwback game. It's not a new release or anything. So we play it when time permits. We're in no rush. Like, I could literally play that once a week if I want for the next 2 months.
Okay. You was right about, you was just right there, Phil. Not we, because we ain't playing the game. You're playing the game. So you're playing the game whether you feel like it. The thing is, you ask your chat to handhold you. Again, this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt, you're not a gamer. Real gamers play set games. For example, chat, yesterday, even though I fell asleep because I passed out, I was playing Doom the Dark Ages. Well, I'll try to get to play it again today. For some strange reason, when I was trying to broadcast it today, there was some weird glitch. I'll fix that a little later. Regardless, not Phil. Again, if you are a gamer, you should figure out the game yourself. You don't need to ask your chat to handhold you through every single thing. And by the way, the only time the chat and I'm saying the only time, and it's rare, where they should help you if you've been stuck on a boss, chat, by the way, a hard boss that you could get past for 15 minutes, I'll say 15, then it's like, okay, Chad, I might need help with this one part, and they'll explain to you how to beat the boss, because maybe it's an incredibly difficult boss. Other than that, you should be playing the game for yourself. But when it comes to Phil, he wants his handheld through every single game.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that we will probably try to play it more often than that.
Secret worlds are there for you to complete shit.
So that came back and was pretty good.
I think it's
all right. By the way, thank you. Jade says I look good with my sweater today. This sweater is 20 years old. I'm not kidding. This sweater, does it look it? Does this sweater look 20 years old?
That sweater looks like it belongs to your wife or your ex-wife, as I like to say. I know she's not there. I know people going, disagree on that, and that's fine. But I highly doubt she's there.
20 years old. I bought it when I had my office job at the helicopter support company.
Oh, Jesus.
And
we're not going
to
that.
After that, I have noticed if you go back in time over the course of my okay.
Sorry, Chad. We're not going to go through the helicopter story because we already through that far too many times.
Okay, so thanks for asking. That's one game. Okay, so to be honest, Mario is good. I'm liking it. I can't wait to play more of it. It'll be in the rotation. Now, let's talk about last night. Last night, I brought back Tormented Souls 2. Now, this playthrough's had some issues. All right, first off,
oh really?
Tormented Souls 2 came out in the middle of October. Perfect timing. Or was it? Because it came out in the middle of October, I was trying to balance it with a whole bunch of other games
I'm so done with
that were getting more attention.
It's a
people wanted me to finish Silksong. People wanted me to play.
Everyone's sick of it.
Other more prominent games that were out at the time. And, I was trying to juggle a lot. And because of that, Silksong
juggle a lot?
Essentially didn't really do so well. Excuse me, not Silksong. Tormented Souls 2 didn't really do so well. What I mean by that is we would get attendance, but it wasn't like great. And also we had a few times when we played it when it was like near hitting a support goal, but we wouldn't hit the support goal. Now, because of that, because everything else was kind of becoming more prominent, at one point we were only playing the game like once a week.
The only reason you was playing the game once a week, because you said it yourself, lack of support, aka lack of money. You put it on the night stream for a reason, because it was barely, the first stream, it barely hit the goal, excuse me. Then the second time, it didn't hit the goal, and you got soft lock, not a hard lock, Phil, so you move it that way, you took it off the said rotation. The problem is, Phil, is you have a lack of patience. Instead of actually going to do what the developer said by downloading the update, you could have gone back to the game. Or better yet, if you didn't know about the update, there was a mod to get around that. It was not a hard lock, it was a soft lock, dummy. Again, if you actually took the time to play these games patiently and not put every single game behind a paywall, you would not run into this issue.
Okay. Then I started to bring it more into the schedule as we beat other games. Like you remember, we finished Silksong and stuff. Okay, now we can play it more. But then what happened was the game had a hard lock last week because of
again a soft lock, not a hard lock, a soft lock.
The game bug. And now I'm starting to see some of the drawbacks of being a PC gamer playing.
Now you're starting to get on my fucking nerves. Here we go, chat. Buckle up for all my PC players such as myself. Buckle up. He's about to say some real stupid nonsense.
Being a PC game at launch, you get all these bugs that, especially when it's like a smaller indie studio like this one, making Tormented Souls 2, there's nothing you can do. Your hands are tied. You just got to sit around and wait. And in this case, it was over a week. We had to wait for them to patch the game to fix it so that we could play it again. So the good news is they...
Okay, since he already burned the entire feast right from the start without even putting anything into the pot, Phil, when it comes to a PC gamer, do you know how much resources we have compared to our console gamers? A lot more than you think. When these developers make these games, guess what they're made on? They're not made on a console. They're made on a PC hardware. Why? Because PCs has a lot more resources to utilize. Video games, exactly, Rainbow. They made on a PC. And here's the thing, most developers will rather put a game on a PC because you have plenty more resources. When they put it on a console, they have to scale back the resolution. The field of view, many different things because a console has a set amount of power and resources to utilize. Even worse for a mobile device. So again, Phil, when it comes to PCs have a lot more resources to utilize. And for example, if you do get a soft lock, I guarantee you can change the coding within the game. If not that, thanks to the modding community, they more likely found a way to fix it until you get the official patch.
Did patch it. They did actually fix the game, and we can now play. And I'm happy about that. Really, like that's. I want to play it.
No, you don't. You're hoping that you make money out of it. You're hoping you can make 150 plus. And the reason I am saying that, Chad, 150 plus. Y'all already see it. When he reaches 150, that's not enough. He wants way more. Matter of fact, per day, and I'll go far as say this, he'll rather have 500 instead of 300.
I'm enjoying.
And I'm talking about per day, not per stream, per day. PC gaming is also older than what casuals like Phil think it is. Oh, thank you. Exactly. OG Doom. You know how many mods of the OG Doom is out there? So many.
Last night,
and now that on the PC side, you can preserve a lot more games easier that way, such as CD-ROMs and stuff like that. Phil, hello.
We picked up where we left off, and man, what a stream it was. So basically, I had no way to save the game. Because of this game bug, I had wasted multiple save items trying to get this puzzle to work and save my progress. And I put myself in between a rock and a hard place. I had to
put yourself in a hard place in a video game? What? A rock in a hard place in a video game? Phil, it's a video game. It's a soft lock. Why don't you just say that you are not interested in playing the game, you just want to take it out and just play something else? Why don't you just say that? Because I know what you're trying to say, but you're trying to play stupid.
Do an extended length of story with a boss fight, and I couldn't save the game.
She's been playing games.
Then we headed into a new area, and I still...
Shut up for a sec, Phil. The DOS era. Ooh. I was in diapers when the DOS era. I remember that. You remember how, and I remember this because of my father, you remember how with the OG Doom, you had to load up from DOS? Remember that whole thing? And goodness gracious, it's been so many years since I can't remember how to do it now. I used to remember when I was a kid. Now, forget about it. If you try to tell me to load up from DOS, I can't even remember now. If I want to bring up something older than OG Doom, that's another classic one. That is another classic one.
Still couldn't save the game. So it was like over an hour of playing and everyone was biting their fingernails. Am I going to all of a sudden die out of nowhere and then have to start the game from the beginning of when I had started playing last night over completely, which would have been a nightmare. The good news is I persevered. I survived. And I was able to get to the next area of the game, the schoolhouse. We saved up and now we're in a whole new dungeon. This is like the next to last area. I think there's a school, and then there's...
Chat, let me ask y'all a question. In any video game, I'm talking about any video game where we're talking about it's dire life. Oh my God, if I don't make it, it's the end of me. Oh my God, this is going to be it of my career stuff. Has it ever happened? Because any game I play, if I can't beat it, oh well, try again. It's just a video game. Like, he making it seem like it's a life and death situation in Torment Souls. It's like, dude, it's just a video game. Who cares? Relax. There's no money on the line. There's no stakes on the line. Like, your life's not on the line. Just chill out.
One more after this, and that's the end of the game. So we made it. It was actually a pretty suspenseful, tense stream because of that. So if you like survival horror, last night's stream was a great one, okay? But I'm not going to lie. I was disappointed because we had less attendance and definitely less support than the game had been getting previous.
Because number one, the reason you less attendance because you was playing Call of Duty early. You spent 4 hours in that, and you reached the goal in that one. Phil, do you not realize it's pretty much the 21st of November? People are trying to save up money for Thanksgiving, spend times with their family. That's the reason why people are not trying to really give you any money. This is the reason. This is the reason time where you should have money saved up, so that way you and your wife could actually spend time with your family, which again, your family's always in Connecticut, and I forget where Cat's family is at. And again, I doubt Cat is there, but again, let's just walk the ship with me on that one. you should have that money saved up. You should have everything already prepared. Chat for me, for example. I'm gonna check with my supervisor when I go into work tonight. I'm hoping I'll be off Thanksgiving. I know I'm off my normal regular Wednesday, but I gotta see if I'm gonna be off Thursday. I'm not 100% certain. We just gotta see how things go. But if I am off, I'll try to stream. I don't want to guarantee that chat because I do want to spend some time with my family. If I do stream, again, that's gonna be like a real short stream, and then I'll spend time with the family, stuff like that. But regardless of not, Phil, you should have everything already prepared for Thanksgiving. The turkey, if you even don't want a turkey, if you want a duck, you want a chicken, whatever, ham, stuffing, mac and cheese and stuff. And I know I'm making people hungry, all of that stuff. You should have that already set up and prepared because remember, Phil, a matter of fact, you should be doing that tomorrow because isn't tomorrow your so-called day off? So go ahead and get this stuff started now.
And I'll be honest, I think it's a direct result of the game taking so long. This is the game that we didn't play as much for a long time. Then when I finally said, okay, we're going to play it more, then it went on hold for a whole week because of the game bug.
Exactly.
So it's frustrating to me because it's a good game.
Ooh, Rainbow Lamb. Ooh, I love me some lamb. I had lamb in a little over a year because it's been pricey, but I might pick some up.
Like, I'm actually enjoying it. Again, this game is meant to be an homage to classic survival horror. It's got the fixed camera angles. It's got enemies that jump out of the dark at you. It's got limited items, limited saving, you know, kind of like the old school games. So it's tense because of that. But it is frustrating when I'm trying to get games in the rotation that people want when I can't get people to come back because the thing was on hold for a week and it wasn't my fault.
It is your fault because number one, you don't want to make the game entertaining. That's number two, you put it behind a paywall, and number three, you ask your chat the handheld. How many times we gotta go through this?
So I would hope that now it's back in the rotation. People will see that the videos are there. Oh, okay. Now I know to look for it in the rotation again, and hopefully we will get people to come back and actually, watch and play, and so I can enjoy the game again.
Rainbow. From what I understand, Torment Souls is a survival horror game. I recommend you watch, and I reckon if you want to know more, watch somebody else. Like I might, if I get a chance, I might send you a link to another channel by the name of MK Fire and Ice. That's a gaming channel, non-commentary, excuse me. But that person, I believe, I don't know if it's a he or her. I just say he in general. But they put their gameplay up there for whatever games they play, and it's really entertaining. Now they don't talk or anything, but you can see it and you get a pretty general good idea how the game is, or any game he picks or plays.
And also, I'll be honest,
and besides that, when it comes to AK Fire and Ice, that person's last time I remember checking their channel, they were at 1.2 or maybe no, at the point this was like last year, 1.2 million subs, and they probably increased a hell of a lot more compared to Phil's 200. K sub channel.
There's not another hard lock bug in the game. That would suck. Imagine that. Imagine if I go to play the game and now we get to like another part and we're stuck again. I really hope not. I hope that they've now solved all of these issues. So now here's the thing.
I know you got to address that.
It's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not like the stream was a disaster, but there was a.
It's not like this stream was the. Oh my god. Chat. After I woke up from my little nap and all this stuff, went on to Ice Stream. We was just chilling, talking, whatever. He was playing oh god, Tournament Ties, I think it was. I could be wrong. He was playing Tide something. I know he was playing the game, and we was just talking, whatever. All of a sudden, we caught wind thanks to Ramen Brahmin. He literally had a 15-minute rant. Actually, before the gameplay, he literally had a 15-minute rant, and then he had a quick 5-minute rant after the gameplay complaining about support. So again, Phil, it was a disaster stream because you didn't reach your goal once again.
Distinct decline in viewership and support, and that pisses me off. It does. It's disappointing. So
okay, Phil, so what
to do about it? Well, there's a couple things. Number one, I'm not taking it out of the rotation. I like the game, and we've already played it something like.
Correction. If he does not hit the goal. Phil sucks worse than a vacuum clean. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I agree.
12, 13, 14 hours. No, actually, I think now we're over 15 hours in now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm not dropping the game or anything. Okay, I just want to make that clear.
Phil, I can name another game that you was about what? I want to say a certain amount of time. I want to say like 10, 15 hours in. That would be the remake of Oblivion. You dropped that game once you got 15 or 20 hours, a certain amount of time in that game, and he dropped because again, lack of support, and he was bored with it.
what we're gonna do is play it again on Sunday night. I think Sunday night, or is it Sunday night?
He
I
can't
think it's
remember his
Monday
own
night. Now that I'm
schedule.
thinking about it, let me double check that. I don't want to. Yeah, we're gonna play it again Monday night on the late stream. Okay. Now, number one, I'm gonna hope that now people
Anthony,
will show up and support it because now you know that it's happening again. Okay. But number two, I'm gonna make an offer. I have no idea if this is gonna come through or not.
But here we go. Here we go with his stupid offers.
Really, to be frank with you, I don't think it
Phil's
will.
day off his lost
But
anniversary.
Today, we're doing an ultimate chill day, right? Today's relaxed, laid back. Here's what I'd like to do today. Typically, daytime streams of Pokemon Legends ZA do really well. Usually we hit our support goal pretty easily. Some days we even end up, like, exceeding it. All right?
Again,
so what I would like to do today is say this. If we hit our goal for today's stream of Pokemon and the podcast, okay? If we get a little extra.
Okay. Listen to that one more time, chat. Let's go back. Listen to what he said if we hit our goals during certain parts.
So what I would like to do today is say this. If we hit our goal for today's stream of Pokemon and the podcast, okay?
Of Pokemon and the podcast. Big up the White Rays. The White Rays is in the house, my man. How you doing, brother? Yeah, we're just covering his podcast, this nonsense he's got going on. Matter of fact, Dwight, what's been going on with Kimberly over here? Because Ice literally told me that that he was watching he was literally watching Ice's stream or whatever, and I'm like, why is he watching Ice's streams all of a sudden? Like, what's up with that? It's because again, is he trying to find Rydrake once again? Because we know how he's obsessed with that. Like, what is up with Scott over there? And by the way, chat, when I'm talking about Scott, it's another low-calorie kick named Scott Cheetos, aka Scott Kimberly Burrows. At some point in time, in the I'm gonna say in the near future, I'll be covering his retarded ass too as well. But here's the thing, chat. If you want to know more about, matter of fact, if you want to know more about good old Kimberly over here, hold on, chat. I want to get a good shout out to my man Dwight here. Now, why are you acting silly? Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me get my man's stuff up here. One sec, chat. Give me a sec. Matter of fact, I'll play him for a little bit.
Okay. If we get a little extra, I'll count it towards as if it was last night's stream. Last night, we ended the stream at $90 of support out of the 150 goal. So let's say today we hit the 150 goal. Great. Anything we make over the goal, I'm going to count as if it was last night's stream. That means if you like Tormented Souls 2 and you couldn't be here last night for it, you can actually contribute to that goal right now. Okay?
There you go, chat. There you go. That is the White Racist channel. Please go over to give him some more subs with it. He also does great content. Definitely covering Kimberly over stuff. And his crash outs are legendary. Scott is the U.S. strategy of being another. Yes, Rainbow. He is. He is. Put it this way. I know people say LTG is the black version of Phil. Nah, if you want to meet the real black version, check out Dwight with his crash outs on Scott Kimberly Burrows. It is classic, legendary, and you get a lot of drinks over there. Trust me, you got to drink up. Them lattes are really good. But let's go back, because I know Phil said some nonsense over here. I just want to get my man's channel up there so people can, go over there and subscribe and show some love.
Okay, but we have to hear out as if it was last night's stream. Great. Anything we make over the goal, I'm going to count as if it was last night's stream. That means if you like Tormented Souls 2 and you couldn't be here last night for it, you can actually contribute to that goal right now.
So basically, Phil, you're pulling another Silk song. Basically, what I mean by that, chat, is I was in chat clowning Kimberly, so he thought wait. Dwight, you mean to tell me Kimberly was mad because Ice was clowning him and he went through his channel? What an idiot. Oh my God, Kimberly, that The only question is, how drunk was he when he did this, Dwight? Cause that clown, again, I don't tell anybody what to do on the streams, but Kimberly needs to quit drinking at all because when he drinks, he acts like a complete fool. Why am I not surprised, Dwight? Why am I not surprised? Again, he just can't help himself. He's always got to make a clown out of himself. And again, Chad, go to Dwight's channel, show him some love, watch the streams, watch the videos. You will get another good belly laugh of another locale.
Okay, but we have to hit our first goal today first, and then we'll see how it goes after. All right, I don't.
Dale is more than Uncle Ruckus if he's yeah. Dale is.
know how long it'll take for us to hit our goal today on the stream. There's no guarantee we will hit the goal today on the stream. I'm just saying, usually for Pokemon, we hit it. Usually it's something that's an easy win because people have really liked the Pokemon playthrough. They like naming Pokemon for a $20 contribution. It's pretty much a
Phil, nobody enjoys giving you money to name a Pokemon. You sit there and beg. If you don't get the money or whatever, then you're ready to go ahead and say, "Is my chat dead? Well, maybe I should just turn it off and we just have a chill Phil moment." You do that all the time.
easy thing to do. So
now he's a friendly reminder.
Let's see how it goes today. All right. Once we hit that goal, we'll talk about it again and say, hey, another $60.
Scott,
we'll act like, this is from last night, and we'll count it as another goal. Because in truth, we had great momentum this week. And then all of a sudden, all right.
Matter of fact, let me say this really quickly, Rainbow. When it comes to Kimberly, another thing he does, and I have a couple of videos on him, this dude loves to, how can I say this? He likes to go at the minors. He does. It is enough proven fact of he likes to go at the minors.
Right? We did not hit our goal playing baby steps. And that was disappointing. The game was basically not that good. After a half an hour, it got incredibly boring. And it kind of derailed the momentum.
Whoa. Shut up, Phil. Wait, what? Plus, Kimberly admitted he's false flagging my channel, so I enlisted so Kimberly can't see them no more, but the VODs are still there on... That son of a bitch is actually false... I can't stand false flaggers. I cannot stand people like that. So he literally false flag you, Dwight. People such as Kimberly need... I'm going to say, I don't care what life. People such as Kimberly need to get their ass kicked. And I mean that in real life. Because doing stuff like that, now he's just taking things too far. He's taking things way too far. Hey, Dunce, what's going on, my man? What's up? Yes, Rainbow. Kimberly is a lazy lion, lonely loser, and a pedo. Exactly. And somebody needs to get his ass kicked. And not only that, he likes to go ahead and rage bait people into saying the N-word. Like he doesn't think people don't know about that.
This week. Now we bring back Tormented Souls 2 and another extenuating circumstance like, oh, man. So let's see what happens. Can we hit the goal for Pokemon today? Can we get a little bit extra? Can we hit that double goal on today's stream to make up for last night? Let's see. All right, so that's what I'm doing. And like I said, Tormented Souls 2 will continue next week. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, 1 second, because I have my curtain open to give me air, but now the sun came out and it's really bright in here and I want to close it again.
There, Chad, there's Dwight's Rumble there. Definitely go over that today so you could actually learn more about Kimberly. Wait, what's going on, Dunn? Is everything okay? What you heard? What's going on, my man?
Okay, so before we get on to our next topic, which will be planning for this coming week, where there's 2 special events coming up, let's do a couple quick shout-outs, shall we? So first off, our first contribution of the day is from 220.
Hold on a sec.
Thank you, 220.
Shut up, Phil. He said, and I got it on tape. Don't worry, the Crash Out Live will be lit because I got some new shit on him. He lying about, ooh, I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that. I can't, guess what? Let me know when you go do that Crash Out and I will be there. Yep, Phil, your plans are no concern of to me. Exactly. Ooh, oh, done, sciatica. I know that all too well. That is a motherfucker. That's a motherfucker. You taking anything for it? Like any type of prescribed medications or anything? Like any painkillers for that? Because I know that thing hurts.
For the first gifted sub of the day. Appreciate that. Then, hold on a second
Go
here.
see the chiropractor today. Yeah, definitely do that, Duns. Take your time.
I
Definitely.
received a $50 tip for this
Hold on.
stream. Awesome.
Is it anonymous?
Hold on 1 second. Let me find the. Oh, here it is. I moved the animations tab because it
Is it
crashed
anonymous,
the
Phil?
other day. Okay, $50 tip.
Not gonna put y'all through that nonsense. Gary
Oak says, have a Pikachu or Raichu named Bolta. You're the best, Phil. Cool. I don't.
Clearly, that's either a fake tip, in my opinion, that he already had set up, or it's a sock account from one of his members. Y'all know which one, so I ain't believing
know
that.
if we have a Pikachu or Raichu as of yet in the Pokemon playthrough.
Take
We
your time.
had
Get
one,
to the
but I believe
definitely
we
take your
traded
time,
it.
man.
Like, I'm pretty sure we don't have it in the party
Anthony,
anymore.
I think it's a fake
But
tip. I think it's a fake
that doesn't
tip
mean we
because
can't
here's the thing. Here's the thing when it comes to Phil's dents. What he does, he likes to coordinate them behind the scenes, so that way he primes the money. So again, I believe it's a fake tip.
One. We already have a wild area that I believe has both. So today, I guess that's our first agenda in Pokemon Legends ZA, is we will go to the area, catch a Pikachu or Raichu, name it Bolta. And yes, thank you so much for $50 of support. That's a huge jump forward on our goal. And remember, when I play Pokemon, guys, if you do a $20 or more contribution, you can name a Pokemon, and that Pokemon will go into the party.
So again, $20 to name a Pokemon. Just one Pokemon, not Pokemons in plural. Just one, $20. What a waste.
For that stream. So we will have a Pikachu or Raichu in the party today. Thank you so much. Excellent. Okay. 220 says, good morning, King. It's been 2 weeks since we went full siege mode on Kick Chat. Have we redeemed ourselves? It's like I said, that was on me. That was not on you guys. I mean, yes, you guys troll me in the Kick Chat, but
Phil, you know how many times your Kick Chat actually troll you? You just get mad and just ban people for no good reason whatsoever. You even ban them on your day off. So no, you want to say this on me? Oh, that was on me. No, please, I don't want to hear that nonsense.
Like I said, that's the point. If you haven't noticed, I allow many of you to troll me in the Kick Chat, and I don't care.
Dwight,
if you're going to troll me, that's the place to do it. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean really abusive behavior and doxing and personal insults. But if you want to razz me or whatever, that's the place to do it.
Oh, believe me,
I was just not in a good
mood.
He's a jackass. 2 weeks ago, some stuff had gone down, and I was all stressed out. And I basically lashed out on people in the Kick Chat, and I shouldn't have done that. And again, I've already apologized, but I'll say it again. I'm sorry that I did that. You know, that was stupid. Oh, so I gave you highlighted messages, and then support was dried up for a little bit. So I freaked out. Like, why? It wasn't. Here's the thing, and here's why this really.
Recon for Asmongold is so lame. He thinks it's. Here's the thing when it comes to Asmongold. Phil is hoping that this would be another resurgence. I'm pretty certainly sure it's either A, it's going to be boring, or B, Asmongold is going to roast him. I think it's going to be more if Asmongold is going to roast him, and it's going to be hilarious. That's what I think is going to happen.
Annoys me with myself. Things were going good anyway.
Because whenever he has a so-called interview, it really, really does not go his way. Because what people really want to know are, why did you lie about WWE champions? Why did you lie about the bank leaks? Why did you lie about etc.? Many different things. Why do you constantly beg? They're going to be asked these questions because these are the questions that people want to know the answer to. And he gets mad when people answer these questions.
Like, okay, so there wasn't a lot of kick support for a few days, but I was still hitting my goals. I was still doing well. So why am I upset? Again, it really wasn't the streams. It was other shit going on. And that's what happened. Like, it just drove me nuts. So because of that, I lashed out, and I shouldn't have done that. And again, I apologize to anyone, you know, in the Kick Chat who maybe got rubbed the wrong way, or I banned it, because I brought back a lot of the people who I had banned during that couple of days. And it was on me. Okay?
Sure, Phil. Sure.
Excuse me. So I hope that we're all good. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks now removed, right? So hopefully you guys are all good. It doesn't seem anyone really is upset anymore. That's good. Okay? All right, excellent. Now, so thank you for the early support, 220, and thank you so much, Gary Oak, for a generous $50 tip. When we hit 150, we're at that goal, and like I said, if we get another 60 on top, I'll count it as a second goal. All right? As if we had hit our goal yesterday.
Yeah,
Okay?
sure. Again, you're
There
trying
you
to do
go.
the Silk Song thing
All
all
right,
over again.
now. uh, okay, so here's the deal, guys. Time has flown. All
Uh-huh.
right? The current playthroughs I'm doing are doing pretty good. For example, Pokemon's doing great.
Again, because you actually beg once you you beg and you had somebody give you $50, aka a fake tip, to name a Pokemon. You charge your chat $20 to name a Pokemon.
Every time I play Pokemon, we got people naming Pokemon, engaging, supporting, helping me with the gameplay. It's great.
And that's what's even more sad, that you're asking your chat to help you in a child's video game that's incredibly easy. Each Pokemon I played has been incredibly easy. The only one that was a little bit difficult was back in Gold and Silver when he fought against Red. And I'm talking about the in-game stuff. But that's like, again, Pokemon Gold and Silver and the remake. Other than that, every Pokemon game has been pretty damn easy.
So I don't know how much longer the Pokemon playthrough is going to go on, but it's doing really good. Call of Duty in general is also doing really good, although admittedly, it's harder to hit the goals on Call of Duty.
Oh,
And I
really?
think
Why
that's
is
because
that,
when I'm
Phil?
playing Call of Duty Black Ops 7, here I am, crazy focused on the game, raging and trying to get good. And, it's hard to do that, but then actively engage with the audience. It is, because I got to be playing the game a ton, and I can't really turn back and talk to you guys that much, especially during a match.
Phil, I'm gonna use my boy Ice. You know how many times when he played what was it, Helldivers, he paid attention to chat and actually still was able to talk to chat? Do you also plenty of times he was playing Warhammer and would play plenty of times no, not Warhammer, I'm sorry, not Warhammer. Oh god, 40K, I'm sorry, I know, I'll say 40K. He was still able to talk to the chat, and when he was playing Demon Tide or not Demon Tide, a couple other multiplayer games that slipped my mind, he was still able to go back and still talk to the chat.
And I think that disengagement makes
This
the
board
audience feel a
meeting is.
little bit
I
less
know,
involved
Rainbow.
and
I know.
therefore less apt to
I thought
contribute
yellow
to
was
support that
rough.
stream. The good news is we have been hitting the goals for Call of Duty. It just seems to be a lot of the times it's last minute. Okay. So Call of Duty will stay in the rotation, no problem. I want it to be in there as the multiplayer game. In fact, we're getting to points now where things are going well. Yesterday, I used melee with the knife, and I had a built class for it, like specialized for it. And I actually had crazy kill streaks, and I was actually racking up the score streaks. It was pretty good. People were really enjoying it. Oh, by the way, Nuketown came back. And with Nuketown returning, it basically allowed us to kind of go crazy in a situation where certain things will.
Chat, last night, how many times when he was playing Nuketown, he kept getting killed because he kept running out in the middle? Even when he had the sniper rifle, he was still running out to the middle. And not that, how many times he kept going to that building, going on the second floor, peeking out the window, and constantly getting shot? The thing is, DSP doesn't want to understand why people keep asking the same thing, because he has yet to answer any of the questions, honestly, until he does. Exactly, Dwight. You said a mouthful right there. Exactly. Until he finally addresses the answers, this will constantly be brought up. Again, Steve from Truth Seekers brought up. Same thing with Side Scrolls. It will constantly be brought up until he finally answers these things honestly. And exactly, team, no peace. Phil was practically a shooting range. Exactly, Rainbow. He was. I'm certainly sure whoever that sniper was, and Dwight, if you want to, go back to my stream, even I did, fell asleep near the end. It's good. Hey, it's comedy, whatever. But if you go back, there was that one sniper that was constantly sniping him. Again, I believe that sniper was stream sniping his stream, and that's why he kept sniping him or her. But it was so funny. He was getting mad. Exactly. Why am I toxic?
Work better like melee attacks. So it was fun. Okay. So I'm going to keep that in the rotation. Mario Galaxy 2, I want to keep in the rotation as a filler. So it will be in and out of the rotation. You'll see it maybe once, twice a week moving forward. Outside of that, you may look and be like, well, what else is a staple? Well, Truck Sim, right? And that's about it. Like, there's not much else going on right now.
Because
that's
you rage quit so many games this year, Phil. That's why.
My schedule. But that's okay. We don't always need to have a ton of games in the rotation, as long as we have a few that are working. And then keep in mind, if we end up having extra time or openings,
as long as he's
I could always
his
start
goals.
another game.
That's it.
I could always bring in a new game or resume a game. I could always play a game off of Steam. That's what we did this week with Leave It Alone and Baby Steps. One of them worked, one of them did not.
Neither worked that well. when you was playing Baby Steps, the first 30 minutes you was having AKA some kind of fun. Then once the tips or show you some money dried up, hey Lewis, what's up? Once the money dried up, you literally had a 15-minute rant and then you literally quit the game. When it came to what was the other game? The previous game, I'm not forgetting already. That one was incredibly boring.
But we could always keep doing that. We could bring back one
What's
of the
he
horror
bitching
games
about,
from
Lewis?
last
He's
month
always
or
bitching about the
whatever.
same
I
thing.
think right now things are
Video
going
games,
good,
stuff
not a
like
big
that.
deal. Okay. And then, of course, in early December, apparently we have multiple games, including Metroid Prime 4, the beta for Marvel Tokon, if I get in. I'm supposed to, but I didn't get my code yet.
Why don't you
As
check
well
your
as, I
email?
guess there's a game exclusive to PlayStation, some kind of a dinosaur horror game. Code Violet or something it's called. So we're going to have a few
Dinosaur
new games in
horror
early
game. That
December
might
to
sound
play
interesting. I
with,
might
and
check that
it
out,
should
what
be
that
fun.
game is.
All right, it should. It should be a good time while also balancing the other stuff that we're doing. So gameplay-wise, we're good. Like, I don't think we have any problems with the schedule. I think we're doing good. Oh, bring back Harold Halibut. I can't believe Big Mac even remembered Harold Halibut. He said bring back Harold Halibut. Oh, my God. Anyway, what we really need to talk about is next week, we have 2 holiday things going down. You may not be aware of this, 2 holiday events. And both of those events are not really planned out yet. Like, normally by now, we'd be sitting here and be like, we know exactly what's going on.
Again, what do you mean by we? It's your holiday that you want to spend time with your family.
We're going to have all these events.
AKA his wife. Dino Crisis. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It might be Dino Crisis that might be returning. We'll see what it is. I'm watching, baby. Okay, nothing wrong with that, Lewis. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Would Picky survive against? No. He wouldn't survive against nobody. When it comes to Phil here, I pretty much doubt he even survive in, let's say, Afghanistan. He wouldn't even survive there.
Happening, and let's do it. We
Not
haven't
even
really
Chirac.
talked.
Not even in Chirac. And if you know where Chirac is, you know what that is.
Talked about the Black Friday thing a couple times during the month, but we never really locked it in. We not once have talked about Thanksgiving.
Exactly, Duns.
Okay?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So I think
What's
that we
with
should
this
actually
crap?
talk about that stuff so we know what's going on and we can get excited for it. Okay? It's good stuff. All right.
Hey, chat, guess what? Guess what? He's got a super chat from Princess Luna. Hold on, what does this say? Hold on. Evolve an Eevee in Glaceons with the Ice Stone and name it Glaceon, please. Doggone idiot.
Oh, hold on, because a bunch of contributions came in I want to shout out first, and then we'll talk about the events coming up, okay?
I know you're talking about, Lewis. I know you're talking about.
Thanks, Princess Luna. We'll shout that out in a second because I got all these tips to shout out. Ladies and gentlemen,
here we go.
I just received a $60 tip, and it says,
I'm going to say it's anonymous.
Tormented Souls is awesome. $60 tip. Tormented Souls is awesome. Thank you for a $60 tip. I'm assuming this is someone who wanted to be here for Tormented Souls last night and couldn't be here. I'm actually going to name that tip.
I keep forgetting it's OIC. It's his soccer guy. I keep forgetting
awesome.
that.
There you go.
Hey, so
now we're up to 115. Remember what I said? If we hit 150, anything above that will count towards the Tormented Soul stream from last night. So maybe we'll hit 2 goals today.
Oh, he's definitely
That's already a great start. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
Let's see here.
Oh, it is. It is, Dwight. It's fake. Hello,
so I got a $1 tip from someone, and they say the following. Pokemon seems to be doing the best on your streams right now. It's consistently doing well on the channel. Maybe every once in a while, dive into Pokemon fan games or ROM hacks. Fan game and ROM hacking scene has grown like crazy in the past few years, just a thought. Yeah, actually.
Okay, that's another fake one because who would write that type of stuff? Who would literally write that type of stuff? Only Phil would write that type of stuff. So that's another fake one.
Someone had said this to me just a week or 2 ago. They said, you know, you're doing well with your Pokemon playthroughs. Did you ever think about going back and playing the older Pokemon games? And I was like, oh, that would be interesting. But then I was like, wait a minute. Like, let me think about that. Okay?
And again, why don't you stop picking with your teeth?
Let me think about it. How do you play old Pokemon games? Because for the
Emulation,
record,
Phil.
old Pokemon games
Emulation.
were
You could
all
do
on
that.
handheld, right? They were always a Game Boy, Game Boy Advance,
Oh,
Nintendo DS.
Rainbow. Shut up, Phil. Rainbow. He would not. He would not. Guess what? When it comes to Nuzlocke, he would rage as soon as his first Pokemon died. He would literally lose his mind, and I will be there to laugh at that. Yes, I go back to work on Monday. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Lewis. Definitely enjoy yourself. This is more fake than a silicone chest pillows. Jesus. Oh God. Dang, Rainbow, you definitely chose violence this today.
3DS. It wasn't until the Switch that Pokemon games were actually on a main console. They never were. They were always.
What? Let's go back. Remember when football games don't carry over the score from the last game, but now tips can carry over from streams from. Yeah, exactly. All of a sudden now they can carry over. That's never happened in any sports. So it's the fact of it is we know exactly what it is. He wants to hit the goal for whatever. Well, he wants to hit the goal because obviously he wants to do DSP tries it because he's a greedy son of a bitch.
That Pokemon games were actually on a main console. They never were. They were always handhelds. So how would I play it? And then people were like, oh, emulation. Oh. Now, the thing is about emulation, again, I'm not totally against it.
Hold on.
Pokemon games were actually on a main console. They never were. They were always handhelds. Pokemon games were actually on. It wasn't until the Switch.
Okay,
Nintendo
let's go back to this because he threw me off here.
It wasn't until the Switch that
the Switch. Pokemon Blue, Red, and Yellow, Game Boy. Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, Game Boy Color. Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Fire, Game Boy Advance. Pokemon, oh god, 4th gen was on the Nintendo 3DS. I just named 4 different generations of Pokemon that was on 4 different generations of Game Boy. So no, Pokemon was well established before the Switch, way before the Switch. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that GameCube game, that's another one. Steve Lily just said it, Lewis. Sword Shield were on Switch, that's true, that was a Switch. But I'm talking about the games before. I'm talking about Pokemon games before the Switch. Could Picky handle 8%? No. This idiot's a light drinker. Pokemon's on the N64 and the GameCube. Exactly, Zombie Fan. They were on that one too. Gale of Dark. Ooh, I forgot about that one. Pokemon Snap, another one. See, Phil? Look at my chat. They're naming plenty of other Pokemon games that was before the Switch. So what do you mean the Switch was the one thing that made it main all of a sudden? There was plenty other games before. Pokemon, that's another one. Nearly forgot about that. Pokemon Emerald on the Game Boy Advance. Again, Pokemon was well established before the Switch. Again, fact check yourself before you decide to open your mouth, Phil.
Pokemon games were actually on a main console. They never were. They were always handhelds. So how would I play it? And then people were like, oh, emulation. Oh. Now, the thing is about emulation, again, I'm not totally against it, especially if the games are not
Yes,
playable.
you are. You're totally
that
against
does
it.
irk me.
Let's
Why doesn't Nintendo release a legit way to play the classic Pokemons and make bank? Like
because Nintendo I hate to say this, are a bit of a tyrant. They want things, played on their current hardware. If you play something that's old on the older hardware emulation, they're ready to shut that down. That's a known thing about Nintendo.
You're telling me right now they couldn't port classic
No,
Pokemons
games
to the Switch too?
Yeah, true.
I have a hard time believing that.
Coliseum, that's another one, Lewis.
I totally think that they could.
Up.
Okay. I don't know why they don't, right? Imagine if they started releasing them, and even they charge $10 each, right? $10 for Pokemon, original Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Gold, Pokemon whatever. I think people would pay $10 a pop for the classic Pokemon games, right? I mean, the thing is, they don't really do that. Instead, they just add them to like the Nintendo Online service stuff, which I'll be honest, it's a stupid thing. Like,
because it's a lot more easier digital wise, Phil. That's why. But here's the thing: I'm certainly sure there are people that still have the old Pokemon games well preserved. The technology, even though it was a bit at the time with that technology, a little old. but it was still very reliable. And if you took care of it, it could last a very long time. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Ivica said he still has his old Pokemon. I mean, his old Pokemon, his old one of his old Game Boy handhelds. One of those two.
People don't want all those games. They just want to play what they want. I think people.
Yes, people will want to play whatever games they want to. For example, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of Mass Effect. Look at my avatar. Obviously, I mean, of course, it's from Mass Effect Andromeda, but I am a big fan of Mass Effect. Guess what? I have a lot of Mass Effect themes on my PC save. I even had the Mass Effect games save. Everyone needs to spam that DSP football clip and show how he now carries over the tip. Yeah, they need to. They need to. Like, they need to spam that because that way it shows that, hey, since you want to, this is not football, buddy. Since all of a sudden now you want to carry the goal over to the next thing, how does that work? Again, goalpost moving. Exactly. Goalpost moving.
Would spend a few bucks, $10 a Pokemon game. Dude, there's a lot of them. Like they could make a ton of money on
Amazon. Sometimes
but they just don't do it. Nintendo has this weird thing. You know what? Exactly what they think they are. Or they're like Disney. Disney does the same shit.
What?
Disney would do. Okay, so first we're gonna release our movie on a home video for like a few months. Oh, it's limited time. If you don't buy it, then you can't get it. Huh? Then like a few years later, all right, now we're putting it on DVD at better quality. Then like 10 years later, okay, now it's going to be on Blu-ray at a better quality, but limited quantities. If you don't buy it, you can't get it. What? They did a weird thing that they did with all their stuff, their IPs.
Phil, do you not know Nintendo is a billion-dollar company? A billion-dollar company. They can do whatever they want to with the money they make, whatever console they want to make, IPs they want to make. They can do whatever they want. They're not held to what you want. You're not the mascot of Nintendo. You don't own Nintendo. Nintendo could do whatever they want. And now that Nintendo Japan, not America, Nintendo Japan has the final say of what they want to do. This is a stupid comparison. Rainbow, it is. His comparisons are so retarded. Lewis, trust me, he finds a way to even piss me off. And I own Mass Effect on the Xbox and the PlayStation Laser Edition. I still got my old Mass Effect for my original Xbox. Somewhere around, not my original Xbox, my 360, somewhere around here. I still had the collector's edition, but yeah, his comparisons are so stupid. I own Bleach, the complete collections on my Apple account. Okay, that's what's up.
So now Nintendo kind of does the same thing. It's like they could create an artificial scarcity for some bizarre
artificial scarcity. Here we go with this nonsense.
Reason. Remember, just a few years ago, they released the double pack of what was it, Mario Galaxy and Mario, was it 3D Land? And they were like, oh, it's a double pack for the Switch. Oh, it's only available for like 2 months. Then that's it. It's out of print. You can't buy it anymore. We're not going to make any more of them.
I swear to God, Phil, your stupid comparisons are so retarded. Phil, it's to buy hype. So that way people can buy it, pick it up. That's why they do that. And it's not scarcity, and 90% of the time, guess what? In the end, they end up releasing more of it later on because sales did pretty well for it. This happens a lot with a lot of IPs, a lot of DLCs, anything. They'll do it first in limited stock to see how well it does. If it does extremely well, sales-wise, they'll bring it right back again.
What? Why? They're not. It's not even on the store anymore. You can't digitally get the game. They shut it down. You can't buy it.
Send the ninja.
So, in my opinion, when these companies do that kind of stuff, sadly, what they do.
The only way Nintendo is comparing as he looks at Mario, if Mario was, yeah, Rainbow, good point. That's a good comparison. That's a good one right there.
They actually just promote piracy. Let's be honest. That's the problem. Is people now are like, well, if I can't get the content, I want to pay for it. You won't let me pay for it, so I'm just going to steal it. Like, if there was a legit way to buy the Pokemon games, I would be okay with that. I would want to buy them and play them. Well, guess what? I can't get an old Game Boy and find a way to capture the Game Boy for my setup. So
you can look on eBay. You can even look on Amazon. You can look at other places where you can get that old stuff. And by the way, stealing. You got no room to talk because in the background, you have what is called Philomania. You stole that from Hulkamania. Again, Phil, so far WWE has not gone after that. But if WWE were to decide to go after you that because you stole Hulkamania, there is nothing you could do but literally have to take it off your content.
We could stream old Pokemon. It's not possible. So
Oh,
instead, if I
Lewis,
want to play an
thank
old
you for
Pokemon game, I got
chat. Thank you. I'm Lewis. I'm glad you said it. It is back on the digital stores. Thank you. See, look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Lewis. I'm glad you said that. Get the Loot is the best Mario, and emulation prevents lost media. Yes, exactly. It
to
prevents
steal
lost
it.
media.
Not a very good idea for posterity and for the history of gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck don't they just make it available?
RMP Hogan. RMP Hogan.
Anyway, for that to happen, I would have to look into it. We'd have to figure out exactly how to do it. Like, what would be the emulation method to do it? I'm not against it. I'm not. Well, particularly if
I'm
there's a
gonna
game
add
that I
that when I
cannot
get a
legally buy
soundboard,
and
Dwight.
play,
I'm definitely
and
adding
you
that
guys want to
because
see me
I
play
definitely
it,
missed the
then
point. That's our
emulation
problem
comes
too.
into play. All right? But we have to be sure that it's safe and that it's not going to be an issue. It's going to
And
have
that's
crashes.
matter of
And
fact, Dwight. I highly doubt this DSP will actually try to sit there and learn to code. He'll sit and say, "Oh, it's too hard." Matter of fact, you go to a few months back, if you go to when he was having that problem with trying to add mods to GTA, he had a hard time. He had to beg his audience to help him with that.
problems, and now we can't do the playthrough either. That's the thing. I want it to be consistent,
Lewis,
and
here's
I
a
don't
real
want it to
question:
be
when is he
like
ever
what
not
happened with the
drunk?
GTA playthrough, where the mods didn't work at first. We got them working. We did the whole
Shut
GTA.
up,
Then I
Will
could not
Smith,
do
shut
the
up.
DLC of Gay Tony because
Hey,
the
you
mods
better
don't
not
work
tell
with it.
Iviga that because you know he'll want to
Frustrated
clip
me
that.
because the whole thing was we were working towards Ballad of Gay Tony, and then we couldn't play it. So I would definitely want it to be quick to do and stable. And that's my concern is the stability. So let's talk about it. If you're interested after, obviously this would be after Pokemon Legends ZA is done. All right, this would not be, oh, let's do it now. Let's finish
Those
this
things
playthrough.
are
Let's
like,
write it out.
yeah,
We probably
they
still have
are.
many
They
streams
are.
left before we beat the game. And then after that, if you guys have post-game content you want to see me do, we'll talk about it. All right, but let's see what happens in the future with that. It's a possibility. I'm not going to say no. I have the means to do it now. You know, before it was, I don't have the means to do it. I'm not a PC gamer.
You don't have the means because I'm not a PC gamer. Whatever, Phil. You really don't want to do it unless you make money for it.
I'm a PC gamer now. I have the means, so I'm not going to shut it down. I'll say, yeah, it's a possibility. Let's figure it out, but let's do it at a later date. Okay?
Here's the thing, Lewis. You're at home, you're having a good old time, and you're not begging for somebody for money. There's a big difference. Again, I don't tell people to do in the comforts of home. Do whatever you want. Again, it's your money. But with Phil's case, we know he drinks on stream, off stream, whatever. He comes in and he begs, and that's where my problem is at with him. This my secondary problem with him. My other primary problem with him is mixing his arrogance with stupidity.
Okay.
Oh, anytime, well, Sway, anytime.
Excuse me.
Will he buy the
let's see here.
DLC for it? I don't know. I don't know if he will or not. Ooh, what's the average Batman?
I got a $5.01 tip, and this guy says C Smith, like S-I Smith says hi. Well, hello. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for $5. I appreciate that.
Hello, Phil. Hello, pay attention. I bought my own twisted tea. Okay. I know what you
Very
meant
good.
tea. I know what you meant tea.
Okay. Also, I received.
Oh,
hold
here we
on.
go. I received
a $20 super chat from Princess Luna. Thank you, Princess Luna. That was the nice animation that played earlier. She says, evolve an Eevee into Glacian with the Ice Stone and name it Glacy, please. Okay. We have not evolved a single Eevee in the
Thanks for the
playthrough.
money,
I think we caught
dummy.
2, but we have not evolved any. So I think we actually have an extra one. I purposefully caught an extra one because I knew people might want to start evolving them.
Here, hold on. Shut up, Phil. Hearing DSP cope cry how he don't buy shit, trying to teach you something crazy. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was Batman, but still though, that is so true, Dwight.
So I think we will do that. That's good. So that Glacy a Glacian today. Cool. All right. So we already have 2 Pokemon that will be named. We're already at $141 of support.
Who cares,
And we
Phil?
haven't even finished the podcast yet. That's a pretty darn good start. Remember, like I said, if we raise an extra 60, so if we get to 210 today, we'll count it as 2 goals because it'll have made up for Tormented Souls last night, and we'll have hit our goal for today. So let's go.
One more time, because he's bringing it up. He's pulling the Silk Song. Remember how he literally put Silk Song and then forced Chad to pay extra money just to play Silk Song?
Oh, let's get to 210 and let's count for 2 goals. Sounds.
When I play Mass Effect, I play Soldier Class. Okay, here's the funniest thing. This is the one, Soldier Class. I know my name is Vanguard, but that Vanguard is actually my second favorite class in Mass Effect. My primary favorite class in Mass Effect is actually Infiltrator. I love Infiltrator. I love the style of it. That's my preferred class.
Good to me. All right. Now, a lot of people have been trying to talk to me, but I've been doing all these shout outs. I missed a bunch of messages. Hold on one second here.
He does, but all he cares is about money. That's all he cares about.
No, Pepsi fan, stop with that nonsense. I'm not even going to address it. Really being silly.
Wait. What did Pepsi fan say? Is that 60 tipper going to name 3 Pokemons, or can we name that? Pepsi fan, whatever, dude. You might as well just call Phil a dummy and just get banned.
Look up Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. It's my favorite Godzilla game. What's that one? We played a Godzilla game on PlayStation.
What did you walk into? Pretty much Phil forcing his chat to pay more money for Pokemon. And here's the other thing. Phil has literally said that any money he makes at the goal, he's going to count it to Torment Souls from last night.
Plus years ago. Remember? It was 2-3 years ago when they had PlayStation Plus Platinum. I played one for a little bit. PS2 era.
Hold on. A great name just caught my attention. A dented armor. Pokemon. I don't think people line up for freebies trying to name one. Let Jay name it for free. That's all I'm. Oh! Well, hey, from time to time, Chad, you do get a couple of new names that actually try to talk some sense there.
Oh, that's some funky art. Oh, that's some funky cover art. It was PS2 GameCube game. Yeah, I heard that at one point there was a ton of great like Godzilla games during that era. I don't know why, particularly during that era of like PS2 GameCube, why there were so many Godzilla games.
Yeah, that too. I'm glad you brought that up, Rainbow.
Like
he did that too.
And like all the extended.
Okay, so he's continuing to carry over tip goals when he said a while ago that he would. Yeah. Oh, Mars Champion. I'm glad you brought it up. He said he wouldn't do that. I forgot he said that. He said this a while ago. Yeah, he's doing that again. He's literally pulling the Silk Song.
Kaiju cast were in them and stuff. Okay. All right. So let's get back on track. All right. This week, there's 2 special things going on. First of all, let's talk about American Thanksgiving.
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're about to talk about Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving takes place on the final Thursday of every November. This year, it's November 27th, which is coming up this week. So that day, I will be streaming, but I'm only doing one stream. Okay? I'm only doing my daytime stream on that day. Why? Well, because I'm going to spend time with my wife that night. We're going to have a nice Thanksgiving dinner. She'll be cooking all day. She's going to make turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, some kind of potatoes. I don't know if it's going to be sweet or yellow. We haven't decided yet. She's going to make some kind of like mashed potatoes or baked potatoes, some kind of a casserole, and we're going to have dessert too. We're going to see if we can get like a pie or something. So she's going to be doing that all day. And then we're going to have a delicious, amazing American Thanksgiving dinner together on that day. And then we're going to relax together all that night. So no stream that night. I'll be spending time with my wife.
So in other words, chat, he's just doing the day stream, which again, if I get off, I'll just do the day stream. That's just about it. Not gonna cover anything else outside of that, because I'm hoping I'll be off that day. I'll find out when I get into work tonight.
All right. But traditionally, I always spend that day with you guys. My wife outright has said, I don't want you interfering with the meal. Well, I don't really need your hands in the kitchen. I just want to do it myself. Stay out of the kitchen.
Phil, and again, Though I'm also thinking that too. I doubt that, because if I'm not mistaken, does he get these turkey packages from his mother that she sends all the time? So he doesn't get no big turkey. So I highly doubt that. But yeah, exactly. Cat is cooking police. He probably is making, again, I doubt she's even there. He's probably doing all that cooking, whatever, and trying to come up with some stupid excuse.
She does want me to help her clean up after the meal, and that I'm perfectly okay with. I'll wash the dishes or whatever, but definitely she doesn't want me sticking my fingers in stuff, screwing stuff up when she's trying to make the meal. Okay, so what should we do on that day? It's a good question. Okay.
What should I know what I'm doing, what you should be doing. How about you cancel the first stream and actually go ahead, fly over Connecticut and spend time with your mother and father. You could actually do that because you do have the money. But again, you're too lazy.
Okay. I've done various different
QVC. Thank you. That's what exactly what it is. QVC Thanksgiving meal.
Things over the years. At one point, Thanksgiving was my traditional Ask the King special. Now,
your traditional ask the pig nonsense.
For those who don't remember Ask the King, this was a show that I basically did either once a month or every few months. I would field all of your questions. I would pick the best ones, and then I would answer them in a concentrated show. It was basically an extended Q&A show where all I did was answer your questions, okay? Now, the thing is, the show got phased out because it was outdated. Like, there was no reason to have a Q&A show when
the reason why you phased it out, and I'm using the biggest air quotes, is because it was boring. You literally had the same questions asked over and over. Now that slowly but surely you wasn't making your money and you wasn't receiving the audience that was coming over, so you literally took it out of the rotation. You phased out whatever.
I'm an interactive streamer that talks.
But then again, now you put it into DSP tries it, so I won't be surprised on Thanksgiving he'll do a DSP tries it.
Talks to you all every day. So because of that, the show disappeared, and there's really no reason to ever bring it back. So why would I want to do, Ask the King? Yeah, I'm not going to, right? So that's definitely not going to happen. It is possible that we could just do
Rainbow.
a chill with
I
Phil.
highly doubt any of us
Thanksgiving chill with Phil. Where you guys just hang out with me that day, and we 2-3 hours, we just talk. We just shoot the shit. We just see whatever comes to mind. We hang out or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
So we could do that, but I think that might be way too much. Like an insanely long chill with Phil. We could pick a game to play that day. Like specifically, we could say, hey, I just want to play this game on that day, right? That's okay, but what would it be? I don't know. What is it that you guys...
I'll be right back, Jack. I'll get some water. But I'm going to continue talking because I know he's just talking straight out of his ass.
Would like to see on American Thanksgiving? A special game? Should we pick a different game, a special game just to play on that day? Or should it be a game that's already in the rotation and we do a big stream of it? Like, I don't know what to do. And I definitely want to see what you guys think. Like, what ideas do you guys have? What would you like to see on American Thanksgiving? The reason I keep saying American Thanksgiving is because I have an international audience, and many of you already celebrated Thanksgiving already, or you're going to celebrate Thanksgiving, and I want you to understand it's ours, okay? So, what do you guys think? What should I do on that day? Stardew Valley. There's a dumb troll. He's an idiot. All-day Call of Duty. Balatro. No, I'm not a human. Interesting. Seems like people want gameplay. Everyone seems to be saying gameplay of different kinds. Truck sim. King Michael says truck sim. Well, here's the thing. We have Thanksgiving Day, and then we have Black Friday. So now let me explain the Black Friday deal. On Black Friday, I'm going to be here all day. We're going to do a marathon, okay? But the question is what to do during the marathon, because typically we have themed marathons, but we didn't plan anything this year. And what I was thinking is it could be a chill variety marathon. We're not committing to anything, but over the course of Black Friday, I thought, number one, you guys always have me drinking during marathons. For every $100 hit, I take a shot. So I was thinking, what would be fun to do during that day? Well, number one, yeah, truck sim. Like maybe we could do an hour or two of truck sim. Okay. Like I'd be down for that, an hour or two. Okay. If that's what you guys wanted. What about Call of Duty? Imagine me tipsy trying to play Call of Duty. I'm almost
I'm back, chat. Sorry about that. Did he say anything that was retarded? I need to go back. Hey, Hoffer, how you doing there? That's the king. How about you take a day off and leave people alone and not? Yeah, Dwight. That's the best advice. Exactly, exactly. Not beg on Thanksgiving. You know what, chat? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back a little bit because I need to hear if you say anything stupid.
fun to do during that day. Well, number one, yeah, truck sim. Like maybe we could do an hour or two of truck sim. Okay. Like I'd be down for that, an hour or two. Okay. If that's what you guys
Wait,
wanted.
wait. So Friday is a begathon. He can't. Wait. Now I'm going back.
Number one, you guys always have me drinking during marathons. For every $100, because typically we have themed marathons, but we didn't plan anything this year. And what I was thinking is it could be a chill variety marathon. We're not committing to anything, but over the course of Black Friday, I thought, number one, you guys always have me drinking during marathons. For every $100 hit, I take a shot. So I was thinking, what would be fun to do during that day? Well, number one, yeah, truck sim. Like maybe we could do an hour or two of truck sim. Okay. Like I'd be down for that, an hour or two. Okay. If that's what you guys wanted. What about Call of Duty? Imagine me tipsy trying to play Call of Duty. I'm almost thinking if I do that, I should just do a full, knife run. Just go for knife kills. And by the way, by then I'll probably have the cloak mode. So that way I can stay in cloak and I come out and get cheap kills. Like that would be crazy being buzzed and trying to do crazy melee kill streaks in the game. That'd be challenging, but I think it would be pretty fun. Okay. So I was thinking those are two of the things that I could do on Black Friday. But in addition, like I said, one of the things I want to do is look for some stuff. For example, I want to shop for a new controller for sure. We've actually.
This motherfucker is going to make Black Friday a marathon. This motherfucker is going to make Black Friday a fucking marathon. A marathon. Phil, you just had a marathon on, not Thanksgiving, a marathon on freaking Halloween. And it was a successful Halloween, according to what you normally get. If you raise 1,000, then your standard is success. Success, excuse me. You only made, I think, not Thanksgiving, on Halloween, 600. So now you want to do a marathon this month? Now that you could do a marathon next month and a month after that? So now we're doing monthly marathons? I swear. He wants to turn Black Friday into a fucking marathon. A marathon that nobody wants. Nobody wants but him. These are the times that I wish we had powers where I can go through his monitor or his TV screen and just give him the Homer treatment. You know how Homer sometimes choke the crap out of Bart? Sometimes I want to do that to him. There's other times I just want to slap him, just how Goku literally slapped the crap out of Frieza. Because he needs his ass kicked. He needs it. A good old-fashioned ass kicking. Because, good Lord, he's so stupid. So you already know he's going to beg for 300 on Thanksgiving because it's one stream. Then on Friday, he's going to beg. Exactly. He's going to beg. He's going to want 3. Matter of fact, Dwight, I wouldn't say I guarantee you, but I bet you he's going to want more than 300. He's probably going to want at least maybe 500. And then the next day, even more than 500. I almost want to say that because when it comes to this dude, 300 is not enough. 400 is not enough. Matter of fact, when he did his birthday marathon earlier this year, when he made, I want to say 1,000, that was not good enough. He wanted more than that. So when it comes to this idiot, no matter what, it does not matter the amount of money you get that people give him, not us. Matter of fact, his audience, let me specify, his audience gives him, it's not good enough. Not an alcoholic, by the way. Exactly, well swayed. If Phil is an alcoholic, I am. Hey, listen. Rainbow, listen. I'm just a dude in a space up in space. Get ready to hit this idiot. Okay, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody.
We've been talking recently about upgrading my setup, getting a corner desk to put here instead of these 2 tables that I have a corner desk that sits in front of me. So one side is for podcasting and vlogging, and the other side is for gaming. And if I have a corner desk, now I can actually get a gaming monitor that I can put here on the desk in front of me.
Oh, Dwight, I'm glad you're here because yesterday, guess what this fool said? He wants to order, if he were to do a 24-hour episode of his content, he needs to order another PC. Mind you, he's got 4 PCs. 4 PCs, but he needs another one specifically for that. When it comes to this idiot, greed is his problem.
And that would be a much better situation than what I have now, where I'm using the TV on the back wall. Everyone's been yelling at me for the last year saying, dude, you have a good gaming PC. You got a good capture PC, but you're using a TV to game, and the TV has input delay and problem. Why aren't you using a gaming monitor?
No, Dwight, he literally said it because somebody in this chat yesterday literally said that, hey, Phil, why don't you do a 24-hour stream about his old content? He literally said that for him to do that, he needs to order another PC specifically for that. Mind you, he's got 2 new PCs. He's got his laptop, and he still has his old PC, all in there, all online at the same time. He's going to beg for 300 Thanksgiving and then demand at least 1,000 on Black Friday, and complain that only he got maybe 500 so he can come back on this day. Yeah, I can see that, Mark Shepard. I can see that. I can literally see that. Dwight, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. We know he has tech trouble with 3 PCs. Imagine him getting a 5th one who had even more tech problems with that. Again, this guy is an idiot. And guess what? If he wants to stream, if he wants to do a 24-hour stream, you can use one of his old PCs to do that. Because I believe WIP does that, and a couple of people do that. They have a 24-hour stream on one of the old PCs. But again, he wants to spend more money. And by the way, if he were to do that, then I guarantee you he's going to beg hardcore and use his dense money for that.
Like everyone else does. So maybe we could look
and again,
at
I apologize
some
so high,
things.
high
I'm not
up,
saying I would
this
definitely
dude's
buy
literally
them that
annoying
day,
the crap out of
but
me.
we could look at things like that, like a desk and stuff like that. In addition, if I'm going to get a new desk, I might as well get a new chair. Because if I'm going to get a new desk, I don't know the height, and this chair is not height adjustable. So we might have to get a new chair.
You don't know the height of your own desk that you purchase? I know the height of my own desk. I can't see the exact measurement, but my desk that I currently have that I just recently bought is up to my waist. Up to my waist, just enough. How do you not know your own height? And when it comes to my desk, the width of it, 47 inches. 47 inches, or should I say 47 feet. Anyways, 47 inches or 47 feet. Anyways, 47 by 50. 47 by 50. Just enough. I might be a little off. I apologize, I might be a little off. But I'm saying because how is that this idiot can't even say that? How exactly? How can he, like, how do you not know the height and the width of your own desk that you bought? Seriously. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm going to be getting that. Once I get the Steam Deck, I'm going to have that. As long as he doesn't put you to sleep. Well, no, Mars Champion, he ain't putting me to sleep, but he's starting to get on my nerves. Yeah, this brother is really giving out the Christmas list. It is nasty. He is giving out that nasty work. He's going to offer a terrific he's going to offer terrific deals on Black Friday, such as he does. Terrible. I know what you're saying, well, sir. Now I'm just saying he's going to offer terrible deals on Black Friday for overseas people who use metric. Ask Google. True. I have to do that, but I know when it comes to my current desk, it's up to my waist. It's up to that, and width-wise, it's like 47 width-wise. So I had plenty of room on this. That's why I had 2 monitors, my computer over here, my tower over here. My 2 mics over here. Well, I got 1 mic for when I do editing for videos, the other one doing here what I'm doing for streaming, and obviously my controller if I do it for games, my alarm clock, and my keyboard, and that's it. That's all I have on here, and a little bit LED lighting here, and that just came with the desk, but that's just about it.
so that way I can adjust it to the height of the new desk. And by the way, this chair is getting older and starting to fall apart. You know, it's going to be great to get a new one as well. So maybe I could get, look at that stuff. Again, I'm not saying that I'm going to drop an insane amount of money on that day.
Whoops. Oh, damn it. I hate doing that. Phil, yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're going to drop a lot of money. And here's how. You're going to beg your audience to do that.
But maybe I could. Maybe we could look at stuff and at least get the idea of what's there and try to figure out what I want to do for my office here. Okay?
You mean your room?
So there you go. That's some of the stuff we can do on Black Friday. And then whatever else you want. If you guys just want to chill with me for a bit and we talk, if you guys want to play another particular game, maybe we'll play a horror game that day because people will be like, we want some horror today. All right. Maybe that'll be the opportunity to do like Poppy's Playtime Chapter 2 or, more of something else. I'm down for that. Okay? I just want to leave it kind of open. I don't want to be like locked into doing any particular thing that day. And how about this? I mean, what we could do, but I don't know if I don't know if I want to do this. I had an idea, now already I'm dismissing it. The idea was this.
Oh, really? What's
what
the
if
idea,
we set a
Phil?
goal of support, and if I hit the goal of support, then I commit to spending to upgrading the office. But I don't know if I like that idea.
Hear that, chat? You hear that? I'm going to play that one more time. I'm going to go back right here. I'm not going to say anything. Just hear it one more time. One more time.
The idea was this. What if we set a goal of support, and if I hit the goal of support, then I commit to spending to upgrading the office? But I don't know if I like that idea because I don't want you guys to think that it's a freaking telethon again. I don't want the stream to feel like, oh, it's like the old days where I did a marathon and there was always like $1,000, $2,000 goal we're trying to hit. And it, I'm
$1,000, $2,000. He's hinting as chat to how much they should give. If I ever act like this on stream, chat has every right to. Dwight, same thing. Same thing with me. If I ever acted like Phil, begging that kind of money, not only do they have every right to take a shit on me, they have every right to call me out, clip me, make videos, stream whatever. They have every single right because how retarded I want to be like that. I know it's hard. But this shows exactly how retarded, how greedy, and literally the fact of it is this dude's scamming for thousands of dollars. Scamming for that 3K. Exactly. He is scamming for 3K once again. Again, why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Again, really, matter of fact, going back to his Halloween marathon, he's actually still upset that he did not reach 1,000. He's had to say, oh, well, it's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal, Phil, because the fact of it is, you literally said, it's not if we reach 1,000, maybe 2,000. No, what you're telling your chat, your audience, guys, let's reach 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to give subtle hints. That's what you're doing. But us detractors can figure out what you're trying to do, buddy. And it's very disgusting. It's incredibly disgusting. Again, the fact of it is you're so greedy for this kind of money, you don't even deserve to be on this platform. You don't even deserve to have your channel. Guess what? If you were to disappear for a full year, I will be incredibly happy. I'll be doing other stuff, probably covering other locales and doing gameplay. My chat will be doing other things, and nobody will literally miss your ass. Matter of fact, Phil, when you disappear a couple months back, nobody missed you. It was such a refreshing week for every single person, every single detractor, anyone. It was so refreshing not to see you online that we were doing other things.
So tired of doing that. I mean, the difference here would be that if we hit the goal, that I would guarantee that I would then spend the money to upgrade the office. But I don't like that whole telethon idea. I'm so tired of it. I did it so many times back in the day, and a lot of people gave me shit for it.
If you're so tired of it, why you say you're gonna bring this shit up once again? Why you bring it up right now? Again, no, you're not tired of it. You want to do it again because you want to use the pig noses on your chat. You think we're this retarded we can't figure it out there, man? You really think that? Again, I swear to God, you the type of person that needs your ass kicked specifically. I know I need to be careful with that because YouTube might flag my stream, but I don't care. The fact of it is, he needs to hear this. This retard, this moron here just does not give a damn about his chat, does not give a damn about his people, do not give a damn about anybody, don't even give a damn about his family, not about Jasper, not about Cat. All he cares about himself. All he cares about making money for him. As a matter of fact, all that money that you made, have you given a lick of it to Cat at all? Once at all? No, you haven't, you greedy son of a bitch. You have done nothing. You have not upgraded that. You have done nothing to take care of the house. You done nothing to take care of Cat. You have not even done anything for her birthday, the anniversary. You've done nothing. Nothing whatsoever. So don't sit there and give me that excuse.
You know? So I don't know. We could talk about it and try to figure it out. See, here's the thing. Like, for example, let's say I were to upgrade the office. Well, a corner desk, a good one, is probably going to cost a few $100s, like probably like $300-400 to get a good.
The only people that missed DSP was R2, Duty Strings, because the executives. Yeah, true. That is a good point, Dwight. That is a good point. They're the only two there. I will agree on that one. We need the Vince clip playing. It's all about the. Give me time, Anthony. Give me time. I'm still getting used to streaming, but I'm gonna add more stuff to this. That's why I'm trying to get a Steam Deck and a couple other things to add to this.
High quality corner desk. I'm not talking some El Cheapo shit that's gonna break, fiberboard garbage. Like this one right here is fiberboard trash. I want to get a good quality desk that's gonna last a long time, right? Then, if I'm gonna get a new chair, again, a quality chair, probably between $300 to $500. Not.
He wants to spend $300 to $500 on a gaming chair. Chat, my current gaming chair that I have since 2019, didn't cost me $300. It only cost me $150. And this baby right here has done well for me. Eventually, while I get a different chair at some point in time, yes. But so far, this chair that I have, my gaming chair, has done well. And here's the thing: when I do look for another one, I'm not gonna spend $300 to $500 on a new gaming chair. I'm gonna look one for a certain deal. And the other thing that this idiot doesn't do, whenever I buy stuff on Amazon, I pay attention to the reviews and the stars. I pay attention to it before I buy it, so that way I'm not buying stuff that I have to return. And here's another thing, Phil. Here's another thing. On Amazon, because we know you love to window shop on Amazon. Next time you look on there, make sure you look where it says item frequently returned so you don't end up buying the wrong thing. But knowing you will do it anyways, because again, as long as it looks good, eye candy, you'll pick it up.
A gamer chair that's a piece of garbage that's going to break, but an actual comfy chair with lumbar support. And by the way, I cannot get a leather chair because Jasper Cat.
You cannot get a leather chair. Okay.
Will jump on that chair and destroy it with his back claws. I need to get something that's fabric.
Because you had his front claws removed.
So now it's like I would have to look specifically for a chair that is a good chair, but also is, cloth so he won't tear it up if he climbs it.
My chair is leather too. I got a cat too. I never did claw him. My cat Tiberius, he does not climb my chair. He doesn't. He climbs on things. But here's the thing. He's never tore my chair up. Now, there's been a couple of times where he's tried to claw at my chair. Claw at my chair just to get my attention. And there's been times where I had to tell him, no, don't do that, Tiberius. Do not claw at the chair. And he's learned not to do that. Now, does he know that still once in a while? Yes, but only to get my attention. Other than that, no. He's an incredible, great cat that I love.
Then,
Rainbow, it is, because when I got my cat, or should I say he was a kid at that time, they said, you may want to give the claw. I'm like, excuse me? It's like, you might want to give the claw. I'm like, I will never do that. I will leave the claws to my cat. And since this very day, Tiberius is now 7, almost gonna be 8 in December. He's gonna be 8 years old. Again, he's careful with his claws. Now, sometimes does he get a little out of control with his claws? Only when he's playing, when I'm playing with them. But other than that, my cat, he's very diligent about his claws. He really tries his best not to claw things. He's very good with that.
We'd have to look into gaming monitors, right? Like what kind of gaming monitor that would be on this desk and figure out what's a good one. Like I guess 4K is out of the question because the 4K gaming monitors are supposedly insanely expensive.
But yet you'll find a way to beg it out of your audience anyways, Phil. Nice try.
So I don't think that I would want that. I think I would want maybe like a 1440p monitor that has like real low response time or something like that.
You still want a 4K monitor.
And then here, for this side, maybe I could get a monitor like someone had suggested. Why don't you get like a widescreen monitor? Because if you had a widescreen monitor, you could actually have your stream going like here on this side, but then you could have all your chats on the other side, and you could do it all at once. You could do.
Phil, I got 2 monitors. 2. One monitor set up currently right now where I have it going through the stream so people can see that. On my other monitor, I have other stuff going on there. That's it. One is 25 inch, the other is like 22 inch. Do I want to upgrade that to a bigger one? Eventually I will, but not right now because it's not a big deal. Here's the thing, that's all I need, and I'm content with that. I'm happy with that. But the fact of it is, knowing you want a wide screen, which makes no sense. It makes no sense. Why would you want to spend that kind of money? Again, all you could literally spend a lot less for a 25 inch or a 27 inch screen and another 27 inch screen on the other one, and that's it. And that's all you need for one PC. But then knowing you want to spend more money on something else.
All together. I'm like, oh, that's true. So you're talking a desk, a new chair, 2 monitors. I mean, that's going to be probably 2K. You know what I'm saying? If not more, I don't know. But that's what I mean. Like,
you don't have to spend 2K, Phil. Matter of fact, when I got my new PC, that there cost me, I want to say about $1,200 because I pay a little extra. When it came to this desk, the monitor, well, actually, the monitor, excuse me. Thanks to my job, we have something called pay power and stuff like that. I was able to get that using a credit line, so it didn't cost me into that. I'm still paying that through my paycheck, but that's another different story. When it comes to my desk, my keyboard, and 2 other things, I only spend a total of $500. That's it. That's it. Anything else, I either got it previous beforehand or stuff that I've been using for a long time. That's it. And it's still reliable. And the other thing that this idiot doesn't realize is you don't have to buy all this stuff at once. You could upgrade over the course of time. That's what I do a lot of the times. 2 monitors is usually good enough. The monitor should be close to you. Exactly, Mars Champion. What's really crazy is everything he's asked for, he already has. It's just not setting up. Exactly. He already has his stuff. I'm glad you said it, Dwight. He has his stuff. He does not have it properly set up. And not only that, Dwight, years ago, didn't this idiot say that he's a PC expert? Did he say that? Hey, Floating Dark, what's up? Phil shits money compared to the common man, and he's still whining. He is. Desk, monitor, chair. It doesn't even have to be that huge amount of money if you know what you're getting. Exactly. But here's the other thing, like I said, Mars Champion, you don't have to get it all at once. For anybody that may want to get into PC stuff, you can slowly upgrade over the course of time, because that's what I did. I just upgraded one of my old PCs back when I got in 2021. No, excuse me, not 2021. I'm sorry, not 2021. 2019. First thing I got was a PC. Then I got the desk. Then the chair. I just slowly each time upgrade for my paycheck. That's all I did. I didn't buy all at once. I didn't get the most expensive thing at the time. The most expensive thing at the time that cost me was the PC that itself. That's it. Other than that, the desk at the time I bought at that time only cost me about $89. The chair about 100 and at the time was it 120, $130. Keyboard was like 20. A couple other things, but it didn't cost nowhere close to $1,000 just to upgrade my stuff. That was it. I'm just working on the monitors first. That's a good start right there. I have one monitor because my eyesight won't work on running 2 monitors. Anyway, I've seen Phil set up. Phil set up does not need to serve that needs. Yeah, exactly. And Flood and Dark, I can understand that. Me, I got 2 monitors because, again, doing content stuff like that, and I'm doing multiple other things. And plus, if I game, I want to be able to game, see what's on the other monitor. See, exact matter of fact, with the other monitor, when I'm gaming, I want to see when I'm gaming, if the game is getting too hot on my PC, that could turn out some settings, but so far, that's not been the case. And majority of times when I game, I don't put it at 1440p. I keep it at 1080p because I'm more about frames per second than have everything look so eye-candy. That's not been my style. hold on. My current monitor has been working for like decades plus. So then my mouse and my keyboard. The only thing I lately upgraded was my 7-year-old PC because university. Yeah, that happens. In my model Floating Dark, when your PC starts to reach like 7 to 10 years, that's when you want to start thinking about either upgrading the parts or getting a new PC. With the current PC, well, my old PC, it was about getting to 5 years, actually 6 years now, excuse me, and I was looking to upgrade anyways. I'm gonna work on getting the stuff I need. I need know first, then get the extra stuff I want down the line. That's the main thing, March Champion. That's the main thing. A great stuff you need first, and then over the course of time, upgrade. And the new PC was. Oh, I don't know the curse of that one. Is that in British? I want to say. I do apologize, Floating Dark. I'm not too aware of other countries' currency. Functioning eye candy. Exactly, Rainbow. Functioning eye candy. That's all it is with Phil. That's all it is.
We could do that, but again, it could be based on how much I raise. That's what I spend or something. But I don't know.
One more time, chat. And I do apologize for all the pausing. One more time.
We could do that, but again, it could be based on how much I raise. That's what I spend or something. But I don't know.
Based how much I raise, and I'll turn it up one more time. I want to play that one more time, chat. I know this is gonna be the third time, but one more time. Oops, not that.
No, because do that, but again, it could be based on how much I raise. That's what I spend or something.
Based on euro. Okay, thank you for letting Doc. I didn't know that was euro. My apologies. Basically, you said how much he raised. When he says raise, means how many times he begs. In my opinion, oh wow, oh wow. Okay, okay. I didn't know that, Rainbow. Thank you for doing that. Oh wow, in USD, holy crap. Now Phil values the eye candy over everything else. He shits on games on graphics. He does. He does. It has to be eye candy. It could look so good, but guess what? If the frames per second are down to 20, 20 frames per second, then guess what? Guess what? He'll complain about that. You don't need to apologize for none. Hey, listen. I try to be. Here's the thing. I always try to be cautious of the what's the word looking for? When it comes to other countries, stuff like that, currency stuff like that. I don't like to butcher that stuff, so I try to be respectful. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to be respectful. That's how I am. And getting back to this fool. But again, this is what he wants to spend.
But I don't know. Because again, people are, oh, clip this and send it to Asmongold and send it to everyone. It's just an idea.
What does Asmongold have to do with this? What does Asmongold have to do with this? Chat, we haven't even reached the interview and already he's talking about Asmongold. I was going to address that later on, but here we go. Here we go.
I didn't even say I'm doing it yet, but you'll say I did because you're a fucking pathetic loser.
Here we go. He's about to have a little rant. Phil wants stuff that looks pretty. That's why his computer's lights and anything else all functional like the crap he tends to have issues. He does. Based on how much I raise, that means Phil does not even know what he wants to buy yet, what he needs exactly. Why do you think he keeps talking about RPGs? That's all he cares about, eye candy stuff. If it's any conversation, I had to look at the currency conversation. That's all right, Rainbow. That's all right. My PC was based on what I wanted, which was entirely orientated on the PC spec. Yeah, PC specs are the biggest thing when it comes to PC. Make sure you look at the PC spec requirements for the games. Because when I got one of my old PCs, I had because I wanted to pick up Mass Effect and Andromeda on the PC at the time, and I had to get it was an iCore 7 and a 1060 at that time when Mass Effect Andromeda came out. Asman only crime is not clean. Well, yeah, that's his only crime, not cleaning his house. But then again, Asmongold is a millionaire.
You're such a fucking life loser, really. I did, because you're a fucking pathetic loser. You're such a fucking life loser, really. You just say dumb shit. I'm just brainstorming. Didn't even say I'm doing anything yet. Seriously.
I'm just brainstorming, but I didn't say what I was doing anything yet. Even though you literally said that you want to spend somewhere between like $300 to $500 on a chair, and you would spend a lot more money on a quality desk. That's not brainstorming. You're already telling your chat how much you want to spend. And now that you literally said that you want to spend, you literally said if we were to raise 1K, 2K, 3K, you literally said that's not brainstorming. You literally said how much you're looking to get.
Like, what the
As a matter of fact, how much you want to beg to get.
Fuck is your problem?
Phil, you're projecting worse
See
than
what I mean?
Super
Anything that I
8.
even say that's an idea, we haven't even said we're gonna do it yet.
Phil, you
Oh,
aren't brainstorming.
that's
You
it. He's
already
the
just said
devil.
him
He's
what
the
you want.
devil.
Exactly,
What the
March
fuck
Champion.
is
That's all
wrong
he
with
wants.
Wow.
All right, I'm not gonna pause too much more here, chat, because it's going on 4:30. I do have here at least by 5:30, so I'm not gonna pause too much here. We'll get to this part.
Someone has suggested that too.
Matter of fact, I want to see something real quick. Let's see. Okay, so he finally does get to the gameplay. So we got about another. Oh, we got another 20 minutes left. Okay.
Zelvania says you could get a monitor, a second
I know
monitor that would
Cope
stack on
laugh.
top of your main monitor. I could, but again,
Also,
that's
even
dependent on
outside of the
did I
PC
get a
things,
good
it
desk
is so
that can
much
handle the
begging on
weight
all
of two
streams.
clipped
Yeah, he does
monitors
so
that
much
are on a
begging for you, Doc.
mounting
It's just
rack, you
pathetic.
know?
He begs
But
nonstop.
That's what I mean. Like, this is all dependent stuff. It's
Harry
like
knows what he
it
wants.
would
He's
all
trying to
be
disguise
spending
it
that
as
like kind of
brainstorming so
stacks
that
on
way you
top
can
of
see
itself.
what
It's like
people are
I got the
talking-
good
Yeah,
desk,
exactly, out of
but now I need to get a
context.
good chair to work with the desk because this chair won't work because this chair isn't height adjustable. Oh, well, now I got to get monitors set up. Well, if I'm going to get two monitors, you got to get one for gaming and one for the stream monitoring. But then should I stack monitors or should I do that? You know, and that's what happens. So
stack monitors. Yeah, okay.
I guess that's one thing we can do, but I don't know if I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Problem is
if I want
he already
to
gave his context at the start.
Necessarily say that's what the whole day is about. I want it to be a chill day. I feel like if I do that and I'm like, let's do that. Let's make it so that if I raise $1,000 on that day, I'm guaranteed to buy a desk and a
wait. Chat. Go back one more time.
I raise $1,000 on that day.
Raise $1,000. So in other words, what you're saying, Phil, is you're hoping to beg for $1,000 on that day, or better yet, $1,000 or more that day.
I'm guaranteed to buy a desk and a chair. And then if I raise $2,000 on that day, I will buy two monitors.
Called it. I just called it, chat. See what I'm saying? He's already priming to say, hey, chat, don't just give me 1,000. Give me 2,000. Give me 3,000.
And I will, I will buy others. You know what I'm saying? But then what will happen is the whole day will be about that. The whole day will be about how much Phil can raise in a day to upgrade his setup instead of it being a nice chill day where we spend time together and we relax and we enjoy games. I much rather would have it be a relaxing day,
Relaxing day. Yeah, sure.
No, it's not that I'm planning it. It's not like you were planning it that way. No, it's Black Friday. Like if there is a day to do that, it's that day because everything's on sale. Like no lie, if I were to buy a new setup upgrades that day, I'd probably save an incredible amount of money.
What? You'll save a lot of... You'll save a lot of... You'll save a lot of money, even though you're begging for essentially hoping to make $3K that day. A lot of money. Please. You're making it out to be donation streams already. Phil begs daily so he can order DoorDash. Now, that's the other thing. He literally wants to DoorDash that day. I guarantee you that. He'll probably even DoorDash on Thanksgiving. He was already planning. Dwight. Oh, absolutely. Even Stevie Wonder saw this not even a mile. Saw this on the other side of the country that Phil wants to do this. He literally wanted to do this. Pick a cheaper hobby than... True. Hey, Rainbow, I got a cheaper hobby than this. It's actually called fishing. That's really cheap. I do that. Well, I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, but I think I might do that later on, sometime in December. Do some ice fishing, but it's real cheap. Doesn't cost me anything other than this fool.
A desk that's normally $400 will be like $250.
Whoa. What?
Save an incredible amount of money. A desk that's normally $400 will be like
Chat. Who in their right mind would drop $400 on a computer desk? Who in their right mind would drop $400 on a computer desk? With my current computer desk, I only paid, the one I recently bought, only paid $110. $110. That's much. That's how far I paid. When it came to this new desk, I was not gonna spend no more than maybe 150 tops. I'm talking about tops. That was my limit when it came to a computer desk. I spent 110. And before I even got this desk, I literally researched each desk that I want to get. Did it come at a certain time? And did it fit within my budget? There's some other desks that were within my budget, but it would take too long to forget. And there were others that were a little too expensive that for my taste. I'm like, no, that's okay. The current desk I got right now, I am happy with. I am very happy with. I seen computer desks going like same thing. I seen computer desks. Matter of fact, March Champion on Amazon, the lowest I seen like 69. Not actually, well, 69. 69, but some in 60 if you get it on a good sale. Gotta go check something. Yeah, go ahead, Flooding Dark. Count crossing snitch. It's only more expensive if knee deep into. Yeah, exactly. No, Flooding Dark, it is stupid. $400 on a desk? No normal person's gonna spend $400 on a desk. At this point, the whole segment is just for OIC, so he knows. Oh, yeah. Actually, Dwight, good call. It's for OIC because OIC, that idiot should be supposed to be getting his new car. Obviously, he's been dropping a lot of money for Phil. Hell, an old coworker gave me his computer desk, and he was moving, and it was like it's in great function piece of wood. Hey, nothing wrong with that. So in other words, you save some money right there, March Champion.
$250. A monitor that's normally $500 will be like $350.
A monitor that. Okay. And this is why I'm so glad my grandma taught me this. She always said grandson, or sometimes she called me son. Doesn't matter. She always told me. She said, "Don't talk. Just let a fool talk long enough. They will tell on themselves." What Phil is doing here, he's telling OIC this is how much money minimal he wants to spend. Not at max, minimal. $400 for a desk, $400 for a monitor. Why would you need to spend $400 on a monitor when you can actually get another monitor for far less than that, Phil? I've seen a lot of monitors a lot less than that. The lowest I've seen one monitor, because it was on sale, was actually for $80 on Amazon. There's no need for you to spend $400 on a monitor that could possibly end up dying out because you don't take care of your stuff.
So I'll save an insane amount of money on that day. That's why it would be the time to do it.
Okay, I can't find my receipt for my debt. Don't worry about the phone, Doc. You can't find your receipt. Don't even worry about it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Gar says, "Oh, a nice relaxing $2,000 day." That doesn't really go hand in hand, does it?
That person's an idiot. They're actually speaking a little bit of truth there because that's exactly what you want to spend, Phil.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it in that regard. Like, I think like that would be the day to do it, but I don't know if that's.
Shut up, Phil. 2 pillars, the top of the Ica shell. Okay, hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, Floating Dark, if that's what works, there's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that. On the note of monitors, I was looking online at Best Buy. I saw a monitor that was, interested, going for like $70 and $90. But hey, go for it. Listen, Mars Champion, my opinion, go for it because if it's a really good monitor, you may not get that deal later on. Sometimes you got when it comes to the deal, and it's like $70 for a really good monitor. Matter of fact, how big is the monitor you're going for? Chat, let's not forget, there will always be Dwight. Thank you. Dwight's already ahead of the game. There is going to be a Christmas begathon around the corner. He is absolutely right. Prepare for that, chat. He's again right now. When it comes to Black Friday, he's already begging. When it comes to Christmas, there's going to be another begathon. Black Friday is going to be a begathon. Another begathon on Christmas. Because this fool is that greedy.
That's what we want to do. Again, we have 2 days. We have Thanksgiving Day major stream, and we have the entire Black Friday. And that's what I want to figure out what we're doing.
I can tell you what you could be doing, Phil. Disappear from the internet for good and get a job.
How about this? I'll say this. During those days, I want...
24 to 27 inches for about $70-$90. Definitely go for a Mars Champion. Go for it.
I want to play Black Ops 7, and I want to do some truck sim with you guys. I would like to do that. Okay? I think those are 2 things we can lock in. Those things will be happening no matter what. Okay?
And don't you love the dead air chat? The dead air. Phil, hello. Say something.
Sounds good, King Michael. Happy early birthday. His birthday's next week.
Yeah, you can take your birthday key, Michael, and shove up your ass. I don't care. You're not funny. Money equals happiness. Like, for example, I won't beg in Vegas and give it only to you. My dad, you should have seen this smile on his face. Again, chat, sometimes you have some interesting people that pop in YouTube before they get yeeted. Oh, yeah, put it on the chat.
Oh, well, here's the thing. So someone just said, well, why don't you just get the upgrades anyway? And it has nothing to do tied to the stream or anything you raise. I could, but then I'm not going to do it all in one day. Like, for example, right now, if I wanted to get a new gaming desk, I can get it right now. All right? But
so if you get your new gaming desk, you get it right now. Why don't you just do that?
Can't get a new gaming desk, 2 new monitors, a new chair, and peripherals and things for it. I can't drop $3,000 right now.
Phil, again, you don't need to spend $3K on a setup. You can spend far less than that. Maybe some between on your entire setup that you're looking for, either like 500 to 800. I'm literally talking about the whole setup. And mind you, chat, when it comes to this retard, his check he gets from YouTube monthly is somewhere between 7K to almost 8K monthly. I'm not talking about the super chats or stuff. I'm talking about monthly, not super chats, excuse me, not Kick. I'm talking about from YouTube. And then he gets a check from Kick. So he can afford that. Again, he just wants to be greedy.
Okay, I just can't. That's stupid. I don't have that freedom of liquidity. You understand what I'm saying?
Liquidity.
I don't want to rack up an insane amount of debt. I don't want to drop all my money in my bank account.
Nah. Nah. Why don't you get a job? Why does Phil think you gotta do it all at once? You don't, Floating Dark, you don't. My headset broke a while ago. I'm on the spot dropping $100 to replace it. The last one I replaced, probably, yeah, you definitely gotta do that, Floating Dark. You definitely gotta replace that. That's a lie. We see. Yeah, Dwight, we have plenty of evidence of him spending on WWE champions. Phil, we seen your tips income. You have the he does. We seen it. We seen the money he gets. He's get the money. But again, Dwight pointed out he spends on WWE champions. And by the way, Dwight, big ups to TJ Gaming Box. He has reported as much because Phil has, I think he's cut back on spending on WWE champions, but he's put that money into another mobiles game, mobiles game, excuse me. Give it time. I'm so sure either TJ Game Box might find out. If not, another detractor will find out that the other mobile game he's playing, because Phil has literally said that he plays mobile games, not mobile game, mobile games as in plural. We know he wants a picture of Hulk Hogan. True. It is free. Hey, Phil, if you want a picture of Hulk Hogan, get it on Google. It's going to be completely free. Even ignoring WWE champions, we see his tips, income, and all the income on streams. He has money he could spend on good shit. Yes, he could. He could.
Piecemeal. I could get one thing now, another thing in a few weeks, another thing in a month. I could just slowly build it up. I could. But the thing is, it's Black Friday. Everything's on sale.
Phil, you literally said you could literally upgrade it. But again, in your little greedy mind, you want to spend so much money on one day, on Black Friday. And you'll rather spend up to 3K, which is stupid, which is retarded. You do not need to spend 3K on upgrading your setup on your so-called office. You don't need to spend that kind of money.
So if there was ever one day to do it all in one thing, that would be the day to do it.
Wait, hold up. He has more than one.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? The day to do it. You're right, because you're right. He has more than one, because let's not forget, chat, when he decided to stream WWE Champions, he made another account. As a matter of fact, you're right. He probably has, maybe, in my opinion, Dwight, he might have somewhere between like 3 to 4 WWE Champions account and decide upon the other ones so that way he can't get tracked. Again, give it time. The truth will come out.
220. If you could please shut up about nonsense, I'd appreciate it. Really.
What? Hold up. What did 220 say? Let's see. I'll go back one more time, chat. Uh,
220. If you could please shut up about nonsense, I'd appreciate it. Really. I'm trying to talk to the audience and plan out stuff, and look what you just said. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
what was he talking about? Phil, address it. What was he talking about? I can't find it, chat. 220 says something, but I'll probably end up going back and look at it later.
Anyway, so I need to know what you guys think. I would say definitely we're going to be doing.
I thought Phil had wait.
Black Ops 7, and we're definitely.
Shut up, Phil. I thought Phil had the one account called down for the Raptors. No, Anthony, here's the other thing. When he streamed WWE Champions, he made another account. The WWE Champions streams are unironically the streams where Phil had the most fun. Yeah, he did. He had the most fun. And again, this exposed that, again, that down for the Raptors is account. Is definitely his account. He definitely was going to have a fake account to show studying Craig, but that didn't work. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Dwight. I saw that coming, too. I figured that he had another fake account, and he was going to try to make it up on the fly because he hoped that Craig would not ask, hey, show me your W Champions account. And Phil tried to come up with every excuse not to bring it up. And then when Craig asked, hey, show me right now, Phil did every possible can not to, Phil did every possible can not to show it. And then later on, he said, I'm going to send an email. Craig was like, I'm not buying it because I'm sure you're going to send me a fake W Champions account. Oops.
Definitely going to be doing Truck Sim. Those two are like locked. Okay? Absolutely locked in. But the question is when? Do we do that during Black Friday? Do we do that on Thanksgiving?
I really heard that, Phil.
Where I played Black Ops Friday. You know, not all day. That's the thing, too. I cannot play it all day. I can't. Just play some Black Ops that day, but not all day. That's the thing, too. I cannot play it all day. I can't. I'm getting to the point of my age, I can't be doing crazy high-intensity mouse and keyboard shit all day long. I just can't do it, okay?
So in other words, what you're trying to tell your chat is you cannot play PC games on mouse and keyboard. Gotcha. Because you're too lazy and you don't want to play games.
I could do it as a segment.
Okay.
I could do it as one stream, but I can't do it for a whole marathon. I would, I wouldn't even want to do that for the whole marathon. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I want to do a variety of stuff that day. So I guess we have to see what we want to do that day, right?
Anything else you want to say, Phil? Anything else? Because right now you're looping.
Green Guardsman says, how about Truck Sim and chill on Thanksgiving, Black Ops and shopping, and a chill Black Friday? That's true. Okay, there's a very important point to bring up here.
Okay,
this is actually really important. Okay,
what is that? What is that?
Every time I play Truck Sim, I've been having a few drinks, correct? You have a few ciders, a few seltzers, whatever it may be, right? I cannot drink on Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, I have to eat dinner with my wife, clean up, spend time with her. I'm not going to be drinking on that stream.
Before I address that, let me get back to the chat. Phil not be able to show these W Champions account spot literally screwed him over. True. This isn't an age thing, Phil. It's only that he sucks at COD and needs an excuse. Like, I get not wanting to pay COD for 5 hours, but it's not an age thing. What he doesn't want because he sucks. Exactly. And again, I had to pause right here, chat, because he literally said that he can't be drinking on Thanksgiving, even though we know he drinks off stream. We know he does. Really, Phil. Again, think before you open your mouth. Think before you open your mouth. Because we know the real truth is. We know because plenty of times, again, matter of fact, when he had okay, I can't remember the name of that gin bottle, but he first bought it a few months back. Early this year, he brought it back for another marathon, and we can clearly see the bottle is halfway gone. And it's like, Phil, what happened to the rest of the alcohol in that bottle? Like, what happened? We know what you're doing, Phil. You can stop pretending like we don't know you drink on stream. We know what you're doing. Phil will drink on Thanksgiving stream, just like exactly, Anthony. He will.
So if I do truck sim on Thanksgiving, it's a sober truck sim stream. And I bet people immediately are going to be like,
so, but yeah,
no,
sure.
we like it when you're buzzed doing truck sim. So if you want me to be buzzed doing truck sim, we have to do that on Black Friday because that's the marathon. That's when
Okay, chat, confirm. Black Friday marathon. It is confirmed. He literally just said it.
$100 raised, I take a shot. So there you go. That would make total sense. You see? So I like the idea, but truck sim on Thanksgiving would not work for that very reason.
All the marathon calls saying give me
I've played
$100
many
drinks.
of the Kingdom
Not
Hearts
that,
games.
Flame
All
Dark,
3
he
numbered
still owes
ones,
his
and the
chat.
playthroughs are on this channel.
I want to say 8 more shots. 8 more shots.
Is booze a real draw to the truck sim streams? Apparently so. Apparently the fact that I have a couple of drinks when I hang out with you guys, people like the idea. They think it loosens me up. Although admittedly, like I said, I feel like anything I've ever said on a truck sim stream, I would have said even if I hadn't had a couple.
Tengari is best gin. Bombay Sapphire is smooth. Beefeater is good for gin soaking raisins. Hey, I didn't know that. I'm not a gin drinker. I'm not. I'm more of a I prefer like more like clear stuff like that. I used to drink a lot of dark liquor, but I literally stopped doing that because I don't know, my body doesn't agree with that. So I drink more like clear liquor stuff like that. That's just my preference. And even still, then, Chad, I prefer. I really, again, with the way I'm getting older, I prefer to cut back even more and more. So like nowadays, I try on my weekends off. I really try not to drink at this point because it's just like I just want to cut back further. That's just my preference. That's just me.
Drinks in me anyway. I don't think it's. I've never gone so crazy and say stuff that I wouldn't normally say.
Like what you was saying back on your birthday marathon. I didn't forget about that, Phil.
Excuse me. Ugh. Jade, we'll see what happens today because I don't know. I don't know today if we're even going to catch Pokemon.
At DSP gaming, if good catch governor, I name it cool.
Today or not, we do have to catch a Raichu or Pikachu for the tipper, but outside of that, I don't know.
Exactly the way. I don't think he's too sure about that. Because remember, he's drunk right now. He can't think
That's right.
clearly.
I'm not going to drink on Thanksgiving because I'm going to spend time with my wife that night, and I'm not going to be all buzzed or drunk during that. I want to spend time with my wife. You know, there's a difference between, hey guys, I've committed to be here on stream all day with you for a marathon. Okay, so I'll drink and we'll have fun. That's the day for me. Versus, oh, it's a freaking holiday we spend once a year together, and I want to spend time with my wife and not be, drunk. And like I said, I'm going to eat and then I'm going to clean and everything. I committed to doing that. I'm not going to be all drunk doing it. Sorry that I'm going to be a respectable family man here. And do the right thing. I'm not
a respectable family man, my ass.
Not drinking on Thanksgiving. Okay? What's up, TX Shooter? How you doing, man?
Hello, Phil. Dead air. Say something. Could just take the day off at the same time.
I don't know. So again, we're brainstorming here. What do you guys think? He could
just take the next day off.
Am I getting drunk right now?
Mark Chapman. Exactly. A family man, please. The fact he said that is quite ironic.
Filtered water like I always do.
Yeah, please. Like you hydrated in that thing.
Pokemon? I mean, we could do a Pokemon stream on Wednesday. Looking at the schedule, Thursday. Looking at the schedule, and then
we don't care about that, Phil.
Too. Tuesday, we're doing Pokemon and Call of Duty.
Don't care about the schedule because you're posted anyways. Don't care.
Just do a chill Pokemon stream on things.
Don't care.
Would be the Black Friday special where we would do Call of Duty, Truck Sim while drinking. Then we do some shopping. We do some chill stuff. Yeah. Oh, for the record, I'm going to be doing Thanksgiving leftovers for my meal on Friday. So unlike a normal marathon where I order out, and it's going to be just kind of feasting with the king. Thanksgiving
So again, call the chat. He's going to try to do. He wants to go ahead and do a DSP tries it, a feasting with the pig, as we're going to call it. That's what he wants to really do.
leftovers meal. You're going to get to see what I had on Thanksgiving.
Skip.
Left. We just eat it all.
Nobody cares about the food, Phil. Nobody cares.
Abdullah says, play Black Ops all day, but since it's so much melee kills in this game, 30 melee and challenge me to do it, people can wager in the kick chat if I'll do it or not. And then they can win or lose points.
I'm sorry, chat. I'm skipping the other stuff because he's already on looping. He's looping, and it's already stuff we already addressed. A fat roommate and a close kid does not make a family. Exactly, it does not. It's a couple at best. That's it. But he does not have a family. So, in order to have a family, Phil, you had to have, well, technically, you have to adopt kids or have kids. Then you'll have a family. Again, Phil, you're just roommates.
Points based on if I actually complete the challenge or not, right? I think that would be fun because we've done that before. And it's been really fun. So I think that would be something very fun to do. So, all right. So here, how about this? Pokemon Thanksgiving. And then we'll do Black Ops and American Truck Sim. But I'll be taking shots.
Lord have mercy. So if I do stream on Thanksgiving, that's going to be one hell of a stream. Not Thanksgiving, Friday. No, I'm not. No. No, I'm not going to stream Friday. I'll just stream Thursday, and that's it.
That's for every $100 race. So I've had a few shots at that point.
I assume the only reason why.
And then we'll also do some shopping. We'll see what the prices are on Black Friday for things. At the very least, I want to get a new controller.
Exactly. No, we're not going to.
So I definitely think I want a new controller. People have made some.
Nope.
Couple gaming monitors. Those would be the things. HDMI, really good cables.
Okay, Phil, are you going to say anything
else? Or
I
guess DisplayPort too, right? A DisplayPort cable would work on that stream because I could do whatever I want.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I had to skip that because again, he's just looping and it's getting on my nerves.
Why are you counting support during your podcast towards another specific game that wasn't on that stream? Because I could.
Good question. That's a pretty good question. You know, this person is slightly an idiot. Be on there, but good question. Very good question.
Do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. I'm a master of my own destiny. I'm the one who runs the show, so I make the rules. Get it?
So once again, you're telling your chat, even though they're too retarded, that you're the teacher, they're the students, they have to do everything you said. Thank you for once again proving the chat to the point of how you have a iron grip when it comes to your chat.
You did your own stream, you can make up your rules. That's how it works.
And guess what? Here's my rules when it comes to my streams. My chat can talk about anything you want. There's no doxing or anything other crazy stuff. But other than that, if y'all want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, go ahead. You want to talk about football? Go ahead. Talk about baseball? Go ahead. Talk about Xbox and Nintendo? Go right ahead. I don't have no problem with that.
Go for it. Turn on a stream right now and make up your own rules and see what happens. Oh, wait, you'll get no viewers. Sorry. Anyway.
Phil, I got 5 viewers. As tiny as I am, I still got 5 viewers. So guess what? I'm happy with the 5 viewers I got right now. And they give me their time to watch what I have to do, what I have to say. So again, who's really the idiot here? Me or you? Nah, I'm doing pretty good. You're the idiot. And again, I don't try to throw smoke up my ass. The rules don't mean shit if they could change the drop of the hat. True.
Well, I think we figured out what we want to do on Thanksgiving. We'll do a Pokemon stream and some boozed up truck sim. That's what I wanted to do. All right. So we have 2 options. Either we can just do a little bit of chill Q&A right now for the rest of the podcast. Or
Nope. We're not doing a Q&A. Fuck that. We're not doing a Q&A. Oh, damn. I'm out of time, guys. I'm out of time, guys. I am terribly sorry, chat. I'm terribly sorry. I'm out of time. I cannot do a Q&A. He's already done far too many Q&As. I'm sorry, chat. That's it for this stream. I apologize. There was one thing I do want to cover, but the thing is, I'm out of time. I got work tonight. Tomorrow, I will be doing it. This is how you don't play on Mass Effect 2. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be the Legendary Edition because Phil skipped it. Yes, this retard skipped it. But tomorrow I'm gonna do that, and then Sunday I'll come back in for another stream. We'll just do a quick restream. Well, not a quick restream. We'll do We'll cover something. Now, you know what? No. We'll just cover his restream, and that's just about it. If I could try get into the 1-2 things, I'll do. If I can't, I might save it for a video. I might do it for a video. But again, that'll be it for this stream, guys. I appreciate all the love and support. I mean, the support you guys just coming in, commenting, you know, just watching the stream, having a great time, chat. I promise in the near future we're gonna do a lot more. Take care of yourself, guys. Have a great one and have a fantastic weekend. I will see y'all tomorrow. And always remember to stay locked on.